A big thank you to Coke for sponsoring today's game and for being a proud sponsor of UWF Athletics. And please welcome the North Greenville Trailblazers.
Every play matters, every decision matters, everything you do today matters.
Welcome to Pensacola, Florida. It's time for some Gulf South Conference football here on Flow Sports and our radio partners, ESPN Pensacola. We're on the campus of the University of West Florida for a Saturday afternoon matchup. I'm Will Kennedy. He is California Cool coach Kyle Shoemaker. Good to have you back in the booth with me here.
Good to be here.
North Greenville is in town to take on the top 20 ranked Argos. This is a huge game. You blink and it's week 9 of the season, and the Argos have ripped off 5 straight wins. They're 6-2. But they need to win this one, and we'll talk about next week a little while down the road because you got to worry about this one. North Greenville comes into this game 4-4, Coach, and traditionally we've beaten them every time we've played them, but they have given us some fits.
Yeah, have always seemed to play us tough every year, and they've played Delta tough, played Valdosta tough this year so far. So, I expect this one will be tight as well. Hopefully not, but
you look at how they've competed with the top teams in the league. They won Coach Alvance Robinson, get the fist bumps in there. They beat Delta in quadruple overtime, had a lead on Valdosta in the fourth quarter, and last week played West Alabama, a top 15 team, to a 3-point game over in Livingston. So they're no joke, and it's one of those you can't be looking forward towards that Valdosta game. You got to focus on today.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They seem to always find a way to very well coached. Got a good group of folks here, and so it should be a good matchup. 2 good
offenses. And defenses that, that's probably the Achilles heel for North Greenville, that they're prone to give up some points. They gave up 35 to Erskine in a win they had earlier. Right. So can they bring their A-game defensively? They're not big across the defensive line. You can run the football on them, and the Argos have run the ball really well the last few weeks.
Yeah. Argos really balanced on offense, have dual threat there at running back, with the 2 guys they got back there. But, it should be a good show today for sure.
We've got an opportunity to take a look at, some of the matchups today. By the way, the wind is blowing about 80 miles an hour. All my papers getting blown around left and right. Let's stay with the 2 quarterbacks. Marcus Stokes will be back this week, but Tony Bartalo is the reigning GSC Offensive Player of the Week. He threw 6 touchdown passes in that record 70-0 win over Erskine last week.
Yeah, unbelievable. I obviously didn't get to travel, but check the score on that was eye-popping. I know we haven't scored that many points before. That was you get up in the 70s. That's a lot.
Record number of points, record margin of victory. But if Marcus has a little bit of a shoulder thing on his throwing shoulder, if for some reason he gets knocked out of the game or can't go, then Tony's a great option to come in. He's playing red hot right now. On the other side, they've got a good QB. Number 4, Dylan Ramirez, kind of had his breakout party as a freshman here 2 years ago in a game that we won on a last-second field goal. He's good. He can run, and he can throw it, and he is accurate.
Yeah, he is. Really, really good game manager. Tremendous stats, 16 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, leading the Gulf South in passing. So going to be a great matchup with this Argo defense.
It is Salute to Service Day. It is also Senior Day here at the University of West Florida. We've got Camille Clark who's going to be down there on the sideline for us today. We're going to get her set up down there because she's been kind of soaking in all the atmosphere here down on the field as we honored some seniors from the band, from the training staff, and the football players as well. Camille, tell us about the vibes down there on the field a little bit.
Very excited. We have several family and friends here for Senior Day. We're just excited to honor these seniors who have given so much to the program.
Thank you, Camille. The Argos have won the toss here for this one as we're set up here on the field. They will kick the ball off to North Greenville and get the ball to open the second half. It's the first time in a while that we've won a toss and had the chance to defer. That's a Pete Schenning thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Always wanted to get the ball out of the locker
out there, yeah.
So we're getting ready to roll here on this one. By the way, Camille Clark, one of our women's basketball players, women's basketball with 2 big wins to open the season on Thursday and a huge one, 109-73 over Palm Beach Atlantic yesterday. We'll talk with her about that as the game goes on.
Triple digit scoring, that's a lot.
Let's take a look at the GSC standings as we wait for the kickoff here. It's a big day. Again, with 2 games to go in the season. Valdosta still unbeaten, ranked number 1 in one poll, but top 2 or 3 in both of them. West Alabama right behind them, and there sit the Argos in 3rd place right now. Again, Valdosta and West Al will not play each other due to the fact that they had that game canceled. There's no common bye date for that. And then there's North Greenville sitting there, coach at number 4. You know, with a team that can scare you a little bit, 3-2 in the conference, and really Coach Noble said in our radio pregame, they're 4-2 against D2 competition. They lost to the Citadel and lost to Kaiser, who's the defending national champions at their level.
Yeah, absolutely, and that Kaiser loss is nothing to laugh about. They've got a bunch of great players down there in South Florida. Winning the national championship at any level, you could probably compete pretty well at the next level up for sure.
Kaiser's one of those schools. They got some money laying around there somewhere down in South Florida. Make it work. Nice program, nice facilities.
Oh, for sure.
Tyler Patterson set to kick this thing off. You know who we didn't mention, and we'll get to him, by the way. Virgil Lemons III was the GSC Special Teams Player of the Week. We're going to talk about what he's doing in the punt return game. It's unreal.
He really can return a punt, can't he?
It's incredible. We'll talk about that the first time we get the opportunity to see Virgil return one. Patterson, I don't know where the wind is going exactly, but I think this kicks into the wind. And it's taken. Yeah. 4-yard line. The return is on for North Greenville. The Argos have been great on coverage. Flag flies in at the end of this one. Nice job by Devin Wright of making the tackle there on the first kick of the game. We'll see what the call is and where North Greenville will set up shop for their first possession. On offense for North Greenville, Dylan Ramirez is the quarterback. Interestingly, not on the 2 deep, but I am told that the running back today, Jacob Miller, is back, number 15. He's rushed for 580 yards on the season and 5 touchdowns. They'll be glad to have him back. Yavin Smith will also be in there. A.J. Tolbert, the tight end. The receivers, Sam Washam, Darius Lewis, Amari Coates. No Dre Williams, who's the leading receiver for this team. He is out for the game today. That's a big blow to this offense. Ethan Lett from left to right. Joseph Jordan, Jackson Giles, Cadavius Gary, and Stan Boatwright are the offensive line for this team. And it looks like the penalty goes against North Greenville. And the Trailblazers, I almost called them the Crusaders.
That's right, the little name change there.
Will set up in their own end from their own 15 for the first possession of the game. Yeah, a little name change, which interesting. And the Argos will set the defense for you here, but Ramirez claps his hands, takes the snap. Looking to throw, pocket collapses. They're coming to get him. They hit him. He completes the pass. That's a nice throw and catch, but I'm telling you what, he got it off in the nick of time as he finds Coates.
Had a little more time than what we're used to at that Argo defensive front there. Usually those quarterbacks don't survive too long back there if you're holding on to it.
You know, the Argos coming into this game for the season, coach, so far have done a nice job. They've sacked the quarterback 32 times. Last week they had 10 QB sacks.
That's a lot.
First down, 10 yards on the throw and catch, and they'll go here and try to run it. Ball's on the ground, falls out of Ramirez's hands. The Argos have it. They scoop it up. DJ Barnes rolling to the end zone. Touchdown Argos. The defense scores again.
Wow. Not the way you want to score or start your game if you're on offense right there, but tremendous play by that Argo defense coming up huge again.
As a defensive coach, you like that, don't you?
Oh, I love that stuff. A little sack fumble, a little bit. Quarterback hit, fumble, return for a touchdown, a little cherry on top.
We'll have to see who stripped the football. It's kind of blocked off from our vantage point. Might have been. It bounced around a couple times. Was that Lorenzo Payne that got in there again, the freshman? The defense, or the freshman of the week after his standout defensive performance last week. We'll see the official stats here in a second, but what a nice job of not just forcing a turnover, but scoring off of it. Kick is up, and it is good, and the Argos jump on top 7-0. Dynamic play. We don't even get a minute off the clock, and the Argos have a touchdown lead. Coach, that's what you want. That's what you want to get off to a hot start.
That's like starting the game with a handicap in golf right there, you know. I mean, you take 50 seconds, not even 50 seconds off the clock, and you start 7-0, and you get the ball at the half. You're sitting really nicely right now.
What you're saying is the Argos bought their mulligans.
Yeah.
They bought their package.
That's right.
They didn't even have to take 2 off the first tee.
That's right.
That's going to shake North Greenville a little bit, right?
That is, yeah. That's a tough way to start. I mean, you get the penalty on the kickoff return, and then 2 plays later, fumble return for a touchdown. Dig yourself a pretty deep hole real quick there against. You don't want to fall behind against this Argo defense, that's for sure.
I'll tell you what, this is, we didn't even get a chance to introduce anybody on the defense. We'll have to do that the next time they're out there.
Yeah.
Trailblazers is coached by Coach Jeff Farrington in his 11th season up at North Greenville. 58-60 is his record, and they're a team that was in the GSC. They've moved over to Conference Carolinas, but part of that rotation, we'll be playing them and getting an opportunity to see them next year. I think we have to go to Tigerville again next year.
Yeah, I think is there some type of alliance, right, between those 2 conferences?
Yeah,
now?
just to fill out schedules. This one is taken and fair caught, so it'll start out at the 25, and North Greenville gets back-to-back possessions. DJ Barnes scoop a score on the fumble, forced fumble recovery, and then a return to the end zone. And so DJ has a chance. I'm going to take a look at the monitor here and try to see. I think Dylan Ramirez just lost the handle on it. Maybe somebody got a hand in there, but it looked like he may have just had an issue with the football. How about this defense? Adam Aiken at one end. Colin Shaw's had a great season at the other. Kenny Martin, Trayvon Mitchell, who's back in there, played well last week in some limited time. Ralph Ortiz, Will Breland, Cody Lowe, your linebackers there are all fantastic, and they've got depth behind them. Zach Johnson, Virgil Lemons, the corners, Cam Canterbury, and DJ Barnes, who's already scored, are your safeties. They'll run it on first down. There's not much room as you try to stretch that towards the sideline. Coach, the Argos cover well.
They do. Great job filling by the safety there, stopping that little outside zone play by the Argo defense. Tough to run on this bunch.
A short gain will give him 2 to the 27. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. Ramirez looks over to his sideline, checks the play. He does have Walker in the backfield with him. This Argo defense, coach, leading the nation in tackles for loss. They get in the backfield in a hurry. They'll bring pressure off that edge, but a nice throw right to the pressure. And that's what you do if you're a good quarterback, right? Throw it right where the pressure's coming from, and he finds.
That's right, little slant flat concept out there into the boundary. You got a little rub on the defenders and pick up a little 8-9 yard gain there and put themselves in a 3rd and 1 situation.
Out to the 34, a little screen out there to the running back Walker, and it'll set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it, and they're not going to get it. And actually the ball comes out. He may have gotten close to the first down. I heard ball being yelled. We'll see who recovers it. Argos say they've got it. And they do. Another forced fumble. Another fumble recovery. Cody Lowe gets on the football. It was a gaggle of Argos there to force the ball loose. And, Coach, ball security is huge. You work on that all the time. And the Argos have hit 2 back-to-back. This defense is, they're like sharks that smell blood in the water.
They really do. They really do. A little late flag came out there.
So a spiking the football, unsportsmanlike call. So it'll be the Argos ball, but they're going to back it up 15 yards and put the offense with a little more. Just more stats for you if you're an offensive player. Or so I'm told.
Yeah, no doubt.
We have not even played 2 minutes in the football game. The Argos lead 7-0, and they're going to start this drive right at the 50-yard line. So a short field after the turnover, but the penalty hurts a little bit. And we'll get a chance to see the offense for the first time. Marcus Stokes leads his team out there at quarterback. 1,287 yards, 12 touchdowns on the year. TJ Lane, the running back behind him, will set the rest of the offense after the first down play. They bring a man in motion. It's Corey Scott across the set. Argos in the middle of the field. They'll pull on the RPO. Stokes to throw. He's throwing to Scott, and that ball sails. Coach Caleb Nobles looks like he's on a pogo stick down there. He's bouncing up and down.
Bouncing up, trying to catch that one.
He wanted that one on the money because he was open over there. Jake Robinette, Big Jake the tight end. Corey Scott, Javon Swinton, Kobe Quillen are your starting wide receivers. Let's go offensive line left to right. Isaiah Walker, left tackle. Left guard is Levi Johnson. Ryan Adams is your center. Big Nash Nelson, the senior, the right guard. And Ben Freeman, also honored on senior day, is your right tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 10. They'll run it. TJ Lane, left side of the line. Before he gets going, he gets hit pretty hard. They'll stack him up. It's a minimal gain. Maybe give him 4 on the carry. Set up a 2nd down and 6, or 3rd and 6, excuse me. So into Trailblazer territory. They only give him the 47 of North Greenville. So let's make it 3rd and 7. We'll get the defense set for you for North Greenville when we get a chance. They've got some playmakers over on that side of the football. Stokes back to pass. Pocket holds, finds big Kobe Quillen in the middle of the field. He goes up and comes down with the catch and just immediately kind of maybe caught his ankle, the edge of it.
Yeah.
He's a big target, 6'5", another senior honored before the game on senior day. Kobe Quillen last week, 2 touchdowns. I looked at his stats coming in. About half of his catches are for touchdowns.
Yeah. Not hard to find, as they say.
He's getting into Chris Carter territory, if you know what I mean. He only catches touchdowns.
That's right.
1st down here, ball at the Trailblazers 37. They'll bring Swinton in motion across. They're going to throw a little screen. TJ Lane's got some blockers in front. Inside the 30 to the 25, 20 out, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be another 1st down for the Argos, and that was just good blocking out in front of an easily converted screen pass.
That was nice little bunch look there. Argos just throwing the screen, some good blocking out there, and pick up a good 1st down there. Argos just moving the ball.
It does bring up a 1st down. Ball is at the 19-yard line. Argos in the red zone where they have been really good this season. Been there 43 times. They've scored 29 times. They'll run it on 1st down. Not much there. He's going to fall forward, maybe pick up 2. Of those scores, 25 have been touchdowns.
Yeah, red zone's so important. And Argos seem to have gotten better and better down there.
They look over to the sideline now. 2nd down and 8. It looks like they gave him the 17-yard line. 2-yard gain. Kind of have everything in your bag here at this part of the field. Not down to the goal line yet. Certainly could look to throw it. They'll run it. Stretch play to the left. Not much there. TJ tucks it back inside. Gets to the 15. So a short gain of 2.
Just put them in a little 3rd and medium here. 3rd and 5-ish, 6-ish.
3rd and 6 will be the down and distance. And they'll bring Jay Sharp into the game, and they'll run Tony Bartalo in. So Marcus Stokes and TJ Lane come off. They'll go Bartalo and Sharp. So this is interesting. First time we've seen a quarterback switch mid-drive.
Yeah, that is interesting.
In a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll see what they call here. 3rd and 6 in the red zone. Tony Bartalo, the offensive player of the week in the GSC, takes the snap. He's going to pull. Sharp's going to block for him. Tony cuts it up, gets inside, puts his head down, gets inside the 10, down to the 5. It's a 1st down, and Tony can do it, as can Marcus Stokes, with his legs as well as his arm. And the Argos are going to go 1st and goal from the 5. Tony will come out. Marcus will come in. Gain of 10 on the run for the 1st down.
I guess we know the plan then when Bartolo goes in here on these red zone packages.
Well, he can also throw it too, though.
Yeah,
so, if you're North Greenville, you cannot count on one thing versus the other. North Greenville, they play a 3-4 coach. Janario Holt Jr. at 1 defensive end. The nose tackle, Jaquel Scott. Dakota Willard, who's really good, 36 tackles on the season at one of the other tackles. And they'll snap it here, 1st down. Stokes pulls it up. He's going to run. He's going to throw. He's going to run. Tucks it inside the 5, gets down near the 2. So good choice there, not to throw it. Just go ahead and tuck it in and give what you can. Linebackers, one of the outside linebackers, Tremaine Epps, number 81. We got to watch him. 33 tackles, 7.5 for loss. He's got 3 sacks and a pick as well. Rylan Ash at one of the inside linebackers, James Wells at the other OLB, John Porter the 3rd. Corners are E.J. Bradford and Jarek Foster. Their safeties, free safety Warren Conway. The strong safety is Ryan Cheatham. Argos here from the 3-yard line.
Oh, boy, look at that.
He'll hand to Lane. They'll open up a hole. Lane puts his head down. He does not get in. He's going to get to the 1. And this is where things got ugly against Shorter. Down inside the 5 with 1st down and goal to go. And the Argos in that game could not punch him in. several times.
We got some size out there. We got 2 offensive linemen playing fullback right now. We got
power set. This is that Buffalo package. Under center. They'll hand it off. TJ Lane walks in easy. Touchdown Argos. No problems getting it inside the 5 today. The Argos are on top 13-0.
Love it. Going under center on that one.
Another thing we don't see often here at UWF.
That's
I'm
fun
trying to remember if we ever did that under Coach Shinnick.
No, maybe in the victory formation, but I don't recall.
The Argos get their second touchdown. Tyler Patterson comes on for a second PAT. The Argos are all but perfect in point after on the season, missed 1, and that was on a bad snap and hold. This one is up, boomed into the Darrell Gooden Center. The Argos lead 14-0. We'll take a break with the 2 teams. We've got 8 minutes to go in the first quarter of this one. This is Argo football on Flo Sports and ESPN Pensacola.
For those who sweat in determined pursuit, and those who meet the morning with a firm handshake and a smile, and breathe between stages of unwavering effort. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Flynn-Built, your hometown touchdown. Call Flynn-Built at 850-477-6118 for all of your home and building needs. Flynn-Built is a proud sponsor of UWF Athletics. Flynn-Built, your hometown touchdown.
Why is this thing not give me stats? Come on. There we go.
Place up at Tyler Patterson to kick off for the Argos.
Yeah. We're back, ready to kick this thing back off. The Argos on top 14-0. Tyler Patterson with his 3rd kickoff already. This one bounces inside the 10, goes out of bounds. That's a rare one for him, but I imagine, Coach, dealing with what we're dealing with up here, the wind is playing some havoc with these kicks.
I think so. It feels like a little east to west wind across the field here, and sometimes it's tough to, as a kicker, to get a good feel for that.
Be a tough wedge day out on the course today. Will Kennedy, Coach Kyle Shoemaker with you. Gulf South Conference football Argos have gotten off to a red-hot start. A forced fumble return for a touchdown on North Greenville's first possession by DJ Barnes opened the scoring. Argos forced another fumble, recovered it, got hit with a little bit of a penalty, started at midfield, and went 10 plays, 50 yards. TJ Lane punching it in from 1 yard out, and that's where we are, 14-0 with 8:06 left in the first quarter of this one. The Argos have gotten off to a dream start here, but North Greenville gets their best field position on offense so far at the 35 after the OB kick. Ramirez will hand it off. Yavin Smith takes it to the right, has a little bit of a lane, takes a big hit, but he puts his head down and picks up some good yardage there, gets out to the 40. It'll be 2nd and 5. Smith comes into this game. He's 5'10", 180 senior Limited action, 25 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown. That was a good run for him on first down.
Yeah, not many positive yards so far in the run game for North Greenville, so good little pickup on the outside zone play there for him.
Last couple weeks, Coach, this Argo defense has absolutely throttled the running game. Really done a nice job. They'll throw a little quick out over here. And that is Dre Williams.
Yeah, I thought.
Number 1, all of a sudden, where did he come from? We couldn't find him before the game. He was not out there to start things.
Decoy.
But there he is, catching a pass. Their leading receiver. So count Dre Smith in on the action. Smith leading them with 513 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns on 30 catches. Gets a short one there. Actually just back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. And it'll set up a 3rd and 5. Smith comes in, Williams comes in motion across the set. That's where Ramirez is looking. Fires it, tipped in the air off the hands of his receiver as he looked for Tyshawn Manziel. And it's an incompletion. That's going to force a punt. Nice job by this Argos defense of forcing a 3 and out. No fumble this time, no turnover, but
yeah,
not bad.
No, good job by that Argo defense forcing the 3 and out for sure. Just a little bit off on that vertical switch route, just trying to hit the receiver up the seam, and it looked like that Argo safety was right there as well to bring a little fear and intimidation.
No doubt. Reeves Dacus is in. Reeves Dacus is in for the punt here. Gets it off a good one. There's Virgil Lemons taking his first punt of the game. Fields it at his 12. Cuts back across the field. They're desperately trying to get to him. A flag flies in as Lemons is going to get just out shy of the 20. I don't know about that. It was kind of a rub side to side, but they're going to get him with the penalty.
Yeah, it looked like to me right when he caught it there was a little push in the back. I couldn't get the number of our guy, but
trying to see if we're taking a break. I think we are. Jim Hammond has walked out on the field. Nope. Is he coming back?
Block in the back. Number 22, the return team.
Fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human. Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Back with you here in Pensacola, Florida. The Argos will start this drive, their second offensive possession from the 5-yard line. Stokes stands at his own goal line and brings a man towards the set. It is Damani Brown. They'll run it, big hole into the right side, left side of the Argos line. He's going to get it across the 10, out to the 13. It'll set up a 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, great run to start the drive off right there. Get you a little 2nd and short. Get you out of that end zone area.
Yeah, nice little 8-yard carry on 1st down for Jay Sharp. The Argos get the opportunity here to create a little space between themselves and those goalposts behind them. And every drive has to start somewhere. Start with a good little run when you're in your own end. Stokes moves his running back around. They run a little misdirection. Jay Sharp taking it to his left, cuts it across the 20. He's going to get the 1st down and another nice run. Little misdirection there, Coach.
Yeah, a little different motion than what we've seen there. Just motion in the back across and then snapping the ball and bringing him right through on the little zone play.
He gets out to the 22, so a gain of 9. A run of 8, a run of 9. You got a 1st down. All of a sudden, you're on the move.
Argos, yeah, methodically moving the ball so far.
Some good action there. The Argos come into this game averaging 159 yards per game on the ground. 4 yards a carry. Those are healthy numbers. And they've had some games, 2 of the last 3, where they've run for 250 plus. Go to Sharp again on 1st down. That left side again. My stuff is just flying all over here. I'm going to need a paperweight on the desk.
The wind is aggressive up here.
It is aggressive. Sharp with a short carry out to the 25. Gains 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. I don't know, Coach. You would not want to have to kick a field goal to win a football game.
No.
That would not be.
What's so odd is those flags aren't really flopping around on top of the goalpost like it is right here. It's a kind of a unique win.
Oh, quick out to Quillen on a little receiver screen, and there's nothing happening there. Flying up to the football is E.J. Bradford from his corner spot. Big tackle for loss. That's heads-up play from a cornerback.
That is. He sniffed that out, that little screen, and puts the Argos in a 3rd and 9 here. So first 3rd and long that they've had today. We'll see if they can dig themselves out of this one here.
First TFL there for North Greenville as they drop it back with 4:10 left in this first quarter. And the Argos do face a 3rd and 9.
Important to not force anything on this. You got a good lead to start this game. Take what the defense gives you. If you got a punt, it's not the end of the world. You got a great defense.
You're deep in your own end. Yeah, you don't want to make a mistake here. Stokes to throw. And he had Corey Scott, but he maybe felt the pocket collapsing around him and just kind of flung it out in front of him. It goes as an incompletion.
Sometimes that's the best decision you can make right there. Just live to play another down, finish the drive with a kick, and go play some field position game now.
I feel like I would close the window here in the press box if we had a window to close, but we do not, so therefore.
We enjoy the elements out here.
When you hear these microphones go a little weird, it is the wind. It is nothing else because it's blowing up here. I've been saved by the staff up here twice with some of my papers blowing away and trying to go off the back of the scaffolding. Into the wind, Logan Gregory kicks this one, takes a really nice bounce and hops out of bounds inside the North Greenville 40. And we'll take a timeout right here. Jim Hammond out on the field. 3:42 left in the quarter. Argos on top 14-0. North Greenville gets another bite next. This is Argo football on Flo Sports and ESPN Pensacola.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
Flynn Built, your hometown touchdown. Call Flynn Built at 850-477-6118 for all of your home and building needs. Flynn Built is a proud sponsor of UWF Athletics. Flynn Built, your hometown touchdown.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Welcome back to Pensacola, Florida. Coach Kyle Shoemaker and Will Kennedy with you here. Argos up 14-0 on North Greenville. Gulf South Conference football here on Flow Sports and ESPN Pensacola. 3:42 left in the first quarter. North Greenville starts this drive from their own 39. Some good field position after a short punt into the wind from Logan Gregory. Ramirez will take it. He'll hand it off. Smith goes to the right side. Not much there. Good job getting to the football. A couple of different Argos. Will Breland included right there. Let's go down to the sideline to Camille Clark. Camille, the offense did not get a touchdown on that possession, but they ran the ball well to start it, and the offensive line thinks they can move the football here today.
Yeah, so number 70 on offense, Nash Nelson, was getting the guys fired up, saying we need to stick to what we do and what we know, and we need to continue to push it down their throats. He wants the O-line to be the aggressors of the game, saying that practice is harder than what they're facing right now. So he just wants to see the guys be more aggressive in the match and pass the intensity of the defense.
Ramirez fires one on the second down and 9 play, and he had a man down there, but that wind is wreaking havoc, Coach. You can see the receiver. It looked like one of those outfielders where he couldn't tell where the ball was going.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was sun in his eyes or wind, but yeah, that thing was up there kind of duckishly, and receiver had a chance to catch that one. It seemed to slip right through that one hand.
The Argos do a nice job on first down of limiting anything with that running play, and then all of a sudden that puts you behind the sticks a little bit if you're North Greenville facing a third and long, and this is where I would imagine Coach Cavell Conner, the defensive coordinator, he likes to bring it, and they're lining up looking like they might.
He does typically bring some pressure on third down.
That'll bring a timeout from Coach Farrington in North Greenville. I think he maybe thought maybe we need to run a different play out there with this Argo defense. Yeah, last week, Coach, 21 tackles for loss against Erskine, 10 sacks. And, you know, the deeper it got into the game, the more it felt like the Argos knew what was coming before the other team did. And really, this is a defensive team that's done a really nice job of putting pressure on quarterbacks, but not just pressure on the quarterbacks. It's been a lot of getting into the backfield, busting up running plays, making tackles behind the line of scrimmage on screens.
They do such a good job of stopping the run or getting tackles for loss to put people kind of behind schedule. And then you get yourself into a third and long like what North Greenville has here. And, you know, it really tilts the scales in your favor defensively when you're dealing with third and long. You kind of know they got to throw it now. So you kind of pin your ears back and go in attack mode.
Lorenzo Payne is in the game there on that defensive line, number 40. Argo's wearing that really sharp kind of not cornflower blue, but a different shade of blue with the white helmets today. North Greenville, white shirts, black pants, red helmets. Argos show pressure, back off a little bit, but they get off the edge. Nice job of sliding away from pressure by Ramirez. Fires it to an open receiver, and he just dropped it, Coach.
Yeah.
That should have been a first down, should have been a big play, but Tyshawn Manziel couldn't hang on to it.
He was running that deep over route, and Ramirez had bought himself some time there, escaped from the pocket, and did a good job keeping his eyes downfield, but just a drop right there.
I'm impressed with Dylan Ramirez's ability to just kind of feel that pressure and slide away. He's not looking to run.
Yeah.
He just moves himself in the pocket. He's a good-sized guy, too, 6'2", 215. So he can run, and when he does get running, he'll run into you. He'll bump you a little bit. Reeves Dacus in to kick again. Good punt on his first one. Virgil Lemons waits for this one. It's short. It's going to bounce, take a hop towards the sideline, stays in bounds, gets inside the 20. Nice job by Dacus, who's averaging about 38 yards a punt. But he's put 12 inside the 20, make it 13 with that one. Actually 14 because the previous one was inside the 20 as well. Virgil Lemons last week, though, if we got that video, can we show that? Virgil Lemons last week had 7 punt returns for 198 yards. Took one back 57 yards to the house. I mean, it was unbelievable as you see Virgil on the sideline here on the broadcast. This is a look at it before the Argos run this play. He just found the seam on this one, turned it right upfield, and look how quickly he gets going on this play. His top speed is not hard to find, and Virgil took it to the house down the sideline. Coach Noble says normally he does it on the other sideline, but we got a chance to see it up close this time.
Yeah, great blocking, too, by that punt return unit.
Argos start on their own 17 with 2:37 here. They'll run it on first down. And TJ Lane puts his head down and gets just a couple, maybe even one. Nice job by this North Greenville defense of shutting down that run before it could get started.
Gotcha, Coach.
Papers flying everywhere. I try to keep my drive charts, but even the clipboard will not contain the madness up here. RJ Glasgow with the tackle on that run. 2nd and 9 here for the Argos. They'll run it right side. Good job of getting his head down, getting across the 20, and dragging some defenders. TJ Lane got stopped short on the first one, not the second one. He's going to pick up some good yards and set up a 3rd and short out to the 25, gain of 7. Argos looking at a 3rd and 3. This is a big play for North Greenville. Try to get this offense off the field and not let them get a drive going. They did a nice job of that last time.
Yeah.
Kind of taking them out of rhythm before they could get rolling.
UWF been really good at converting on 3rd down so far today.
And for the season, they've been pretty solid in that area as well. It's gotten better the last couple of weeks with the Argos converting on 3rd at a 42% clip. They'll run inside. They're not going to get it on this one, though. Tried to run behind the right side of that line, but TJ Lane got jammed up. Some big bodies in there. Dakota Willard and Epps. And they shut it down. In fact, he'll lose a yard or half a yard. Back
just
to the
short
25,
right there, yeah.
No gain.
Big stop there for the Greenville defense, and it feels like that wind has picked back up again.
But it is blowing.
It's so odd that you look at those flags on the goalposts; they're really not moving, except at the south end zone a little bit, but the north end zone, nothing.
Not much at all.
Wild.
You're absolutely right, Coach. Which is strange. Gregory gets off a much better punt this time. Drives the return man back. He'll take it inside his own 30. Has a lane out to the 40, 45, near midfield before they trip him up, and I believe that's Dre Williams.
I think you're right.
Yeah, Dre Williams on a nice return. He's a dangerous return man. And you got a nice one there. He'll set up North Greenville with some good field position.
Yeah, it's going to be their best starting field position all day here on their own 48.
Yeah, absolutely. That's near midfield. This is the question, though. Can Dylan Ramirez in this offense take advantage of that? 25 seconds left here in the quarter. Maybe get a playoff before. Get one playoff before we go to the break, but it is incumbent on North Greenville, I think, at this point to get some offense, sustained offense, and at least try to get down in the field goal range.
They've really struggled to get into a rhythm today. They've had some flashes here and there, but some drops and fumbles, turnovers. They just haven't really been able to get going.
They'll run it here, and they're not going to go anywhere on this one. Walker is going to get caught in the backfield by Trayvon Mitchell, who got to him first, and then he tried to hold up. Mitchell gets him from behind. Cody Lowe's in there as well. How about another TFL for the nation's leaders?
Yeah, they've done a great job of shutting down this outside zone play really all day, and that kind of the bread and butter for North Greenville in the run game here. But they've had the 1 5-yard run. The rest of them have been about 0 yards and backwards so far, it seems like.
Loss of 4 on that play brings us to the end of the quarter. Argos on top 14-0 after a fast start over North Greenville. We'll take a quarter break and have more Argo football on the other side on Flow Sports and ESPN Pensacola. Hey, Camille, don't forget to hold that talk button down when you do your hits. Time for quarter number 2. Argos on top 14-0 here heading into the second quarter of this game. North Greenville will start at a second down and long, second down and 14 from their own 44 after a big tackle for loss on the previous play.
Argos look like they're bringing a little pressure.
Snaps his hands. They'll bring Cody Lowe off one edge. They're going to get to him, and they bring him down. It's another sack. Ramirez tried to stay on his feet, but instead he can't get there. Can't get away from the defense. They're trying to see. It's Lorenzo Payne getting off the bottom of the pile. This kid last week, coach, makes his first appearance of the season, has 8 tackles, 4.5 TFLs, and a sack and a half, and he just adds to it here.
It's not a bad coming out party for sure. Yeah, that's a pretty good day.
He and Kevin Roberts, big number 98, high school teammates, both true freshmen, both playing a key role for Coach Lucas Mello in that D-line right now. So big sack.
That must have been a pretty good high school D-line, that's for sure.
Must have been solid. Loss of 8 back to the 36. And they'll run it here. They'll try a little screen pass, and that was trouble. He was looking for Dre Williams. Cody Lowe comes flying up there. They break it up. It's going to be a 4th and 22. Man, that's a long down.
That's a tough hole to dig yourself out of there. Big loss there on that third or second down there.
That'll bring Dacus back into punt again. The Argos really did a nice job of just turning this drive straight around after some good field position for North Greenville.
Yeah.
And they'll give a chance for the dangerous Virgil Lemons to get another crack at it. So far, Dacus has punted the football exceptionally well. And the Argos kind of come after this one, stands this one right up in the air. Lemons, I think, waves his hand, takes the fair catch at his own 22, maybe the 23.
Big
and that's
punt
where the
right
Argos
there.
will start.
Yeah.
That was a nice booming punt. This is a guy who's averaging 38 a punt, but he's definitely showing more leg than that as his former special teams guy. You know it when you see it.
Oh, yeah. He's got the nice end over end right there. And good spiral on the punt. Great concentration and catch right there by Virgil Lemons.
Yeah, on a tough, windy day. I like how Dacus angled that towards the sideline and hung it up. So even if he didn't fair catch that, he was going to be pinned in a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to give Virgil Lemons the ball in the middle of the field. That's for sure.
I'm telling you, Coach, this wind. Trying to hold a piece of paper up and it's trying to blow back at you. It's right in our face. Whatever it's doing on the field, I don't know, but I can tell you it's in the face here in the booth. They'll run it. First down, left side, big hole. Out across the 30, near the 35. Jay Sharp runs over. Flat runs over Warren Conway at the end of that play.
Just put his shoulder down right there and ran with authority.
Move the chains, gain of 12 out to the 35, and that offensive line that Camille talked about earlier, they're starting to eat a little bit here.
Yeah, they've really opened up some nice holes up front so far.
Stokes looking to pass here, haven't thrown it in a while. He's going to get collapsed in the pocket, and he's going to take the sack. Probably should have gotten rid of it earlier. Instead, D. Brown out of that outside linebacker position gets to him, and it's the first sack of the game, first sack allowed here by the Argo offensive line.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened on that one. It looked like Stokes just couldn't quite settle in on who he wanted to throw to there, and North Greenville just collapsed the pocket and wasn't really anywhere to escape with.
Loss of 8 there on that play. So the Argos now face a second down and really long, second down and 18. Linebacker that made the sack there, Brown's wearing a club on his hand. Stokes has got a man if he can get it to him. He does, Damani Brown, and then he comes down and runs away from the defender who has to drag him down from behind. What a great job of finding that football by number 11.
That is, and you can really tell the wind is just affects that throw so much. Damani Brown had to kind of slow down there, stop and catch the ball. Otherwise, that probably would have been a touchdown.
And there's Laundry on the field back behind the play. This one's coming back, so Stokes, after the sack, finds Damani Brown on a go. And you can see the wind, playing with that football a little bit. All for naught, though. You didn't like 2nd and 18. You're not going to like this one even more.
No. Unless you're on defense, then you'd like it more. But no, not really unfortunate. Great play by the Argos, negated by the penalty there.
Ball goes back to the 22. So second now and 23. I don't know what play you have. The play I like is one that picks you up about 10 to 12 yards.
Yeah.
And sets you up with third and something that you can maybe deal with. Can't get it all back in one play. They're going to hand it off and run it. Bounces around a little bit. Sharp gets across the 25, but not much more as they'll bring him down. Some good pursuit there by North Greenville. Trying to see big number 90 got up off the bottom of that pile. That's going to put the Argos in third and really long as they mark this one at the 27.
Argos 7 out of tight end, bringing an extra receiver in on this third and extra long set here.
I think you have to throw it, Coach.
Yeah. If you want a chance.
Gain of 5, third and 18 is the down and distance here.
Greenville with about 3 safeties sitting pretty deep back there right now.
Yeah, you could play center field on this one. They're going to run a little screen. Stokes finds Sharp. Sharp can't get away from the defenders. DeIvy and Donald, whose name I've been calling for several years now, they're from one of those middle linebacker, inside linebacker positions. I thought I saw a little contact to the face mask, but not a grab there, so no penalty. And the Argos end up losing a yard on that play to the 26. And they're going to have to bring Logan Gregory back out. We didn't see Logan at all last week against Erskine, but he's getting a little work in today. I felt bad for the Erskine punter last week. He had about 3 games worth of punts.
That is tough. Got be interesting to see how this ball travels in the wind here. This
little wobbly kick takes an Argo bounce, and it's going to skip inside the 20, inside the 15. Little
incredible punt.
That's
right
beautiful
there.
Release right there, and the Argos are going to pin North Greenville deep. They'll start it deep in their own end.
Wow.
Argos on top of the Trailblazers, 14-0, 10:42 left in quarter number 2. This is Argo football on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Pinair Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Pinair Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that. Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
Welcome back to Pensacola, Florida. Our score 14-0. Argos on top of the North Greenville Trailblazers. Will Kennedy, Coach Kyle Shoemaker with you. North Greenville starts this one from their own 12 after a beautiful punt from Logan Gregory. Ramirez sets up his offense. Argos dig in. They'll run it on first down, and they'll run right into Fanal Fine, who says, yeah, you're not going anywhere else. Big number 0. Nobody blocked him.
No, that has been the story of the day for this Argo defense so far. They just have not given up any yardage on these early downs, and it's gotten North Greenville behind the pitch count a little bit.
Back to the line of scrimmage and no more on that first down run. Dre Williams in the game. He'll set up on the right side of the formation for North Greenville. They'll go 0 protection here. 4 receivers out in the formation, tight end off the left side of their line. Ramirez is going to chunk it right there. Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. That's a big kid.
That is.
I'll tell you what. We got a guy just hanging on to his ankles right there. That's number 88, A.J. Tolbert, I believe.
Yep. He is a force.
Big body, going 245 or so pounds. And that's a nice play. It's going to set up a 2nd and 1 as the ball is out to the 21-yard line. Third and 1, excuse me. Third down, 1 to go. And this is where the Argos defense, if you're going to try to run on them, you may be in trouble. And they will. They put the head down. They will push the pile and get the first down, but not much more. They get out across the 22 is the line they needed to give them the 23. So nice job, as the Argos did earlier, of moving the chains and buying yourself a little space from your own goal line.
Almost feels risky to run the ball against this Argos defense. You know, it's tough to get anything against these guys on the ground.
Is the wind howling? Is that? Are we there? Are we
just
howl yet?
A slight howl.
It's not. It's beyond whipping at this point, I feel. Ramirez, single back on his right shoulder. He's looking out to his right, fires one. Dre Williams is blanket covered there. Excellent job by Tony Newsom of coming over from the safety spot after Williams had run past Virgil Lemons.
Yeah, good job by Ramirez there, recognizing the zero coverage, but the Argos just been on. We're all over Dre Williams right there. That was clearly who he wanted to throw the ball to, but just all over him.
Coach Nobles told me in the pregame, we got to know where number 1 is. If he goes to the bathroom, if he gets a drink, whatever it is, we got to know what he's doing. And the Argos certainly did that on that play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making sure they rolled over to him.
He definitely seems like the favorite target. It's just tough to throw the ball down the field right now with any air under it. It just
2nd and 10. They fire one to the tight end again, but that's a little too hot for him.
Yeah.
There were 3 Argos around him. It would have been a tough catch. But he looked for Talbert and just too fiery, and that's 3rd and 10. And guess what now? Now you got to think that the Argos may roll up some extra pressure and come at you.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been showing it every time, not necessarily bringing it every time, but they're definitely going to get up there.
It is messing with you here, Coach. It's beautiful sunshine, and it's warm, but the wind is blowing like crazy, so it's just an odd day.
Windy and 76 or something like that. It's
big 3rd and 10 here. Argos do bring some pressure up the middle. Ramirez fires it out near the sticks, but I think a little short.
I think you're right. About a yard short there.
As he fired to number 5 across the way over there, looking for Amari Coates, and finds them. It sets up a 4th and 2, and you're going to punt.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not to that point in the game yet, I think, where you feel like you have to go for it. But really, it's a 4th and 1 because they got him marked at the 32. Do you need to worry about a fake here? We shall see. Reeves Dacus sets up just inside his own 20. Virgil Lemons drifts back inside his 30. Snaps a little low. The Argos come with some pressure, almost get to it. Ralph Ortiz did. I think that forced a little bit of a wobbly punt. Lemons goes over, makes a great catch. Not even sure he had to make that catch.
Yeah.
Out near his 30. And the Argos will start right about their own 31. We'll take a break. 7:59 left in the half. 14-0 our score. Argos on top on Flow Sports and ESPN Pensacola.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Welcome back in. 7:59 left in the first half of this one. Argos on top 14-0. They'll start this drive from their own 31. This game has lost all offensive rhythm. Can the Argos find some here after a hot start that's really powered by the defense? They'll run it right side of the line. Little bit of a push, but not much more. Kudos to this North Greenville defense. They've done a nice job of clogging up the running lanes last few possessions.
Yeah, they have. They were giving up. Excuse me.
Bless you, Coach.
Sorry. I lost me there for a second. Argos were gashing them with a couple runs there early on, but they've kind of
made the adjustments.
Yeah, they have.
They'll give him the 34, so a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Stokes looks over to the sideline, checks into another play. He's got 3 receivers, 2 here near side, ball on the far hash. Claps his hands. They'll run it. No, they'll throw it, but it gets tipped at the line, picked off. Interception. The return is on inside the 35. Loses an offensive lineman inside the 20. 10. Touchdown. North Greenville scores on defense, and they've cut it to an 8-point game. That ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Fell into the hands of R.J. Glasgow, and Glasgow just ran through Levi Johnson's tackle attempt. He's an offensive lineman, so tackling is not something he does often, but unfortunately, lane was there.
Had him wrapped up and went to throw him down, and he just kept his feet and kept running, and all of a sudden, I think everybody else thought he was going down too, except for him.
So he returns it for the TD. North Greenville's defense gets in on the action. So the defenses are now even at 7 apiece, potentially after the PAT. Kick is up by Dacus, and it is good. And oh my.
All of a sudden we got ourselves a 1-score game
14-7, and this is what we talked about in the pregame with North Greenville. They have a habit of just kind of hanging around and making your life miserable and difficult. We'll see the particulars on the return distance here in a second, but it's the kind of play that just absolutely flips a game. And you're looking at a situation where the crowd just kind of didn't know how to react to what was going on prior to that because the offenses were just stalled out. All of a sudden, the home crowd is kind of like, what is going on here?
It was a weird play, too. It went from, like, screen to tip screen to tipped and caught to I think you're tackled, though you're not tackled, and now all of a sudden, like, touchdown. So turnover to touchdown.
Stokes was trying to fire it into the middle of the field, keep the ball low, I'm guessing, with the wind, but that gives defensive linemen rushing a chance to get their hands up. And that was a great job there of doing just that.
Yeah. North Greenville brought a little twist up front, and that outside linebacker was able to get a hand up and tip that ball. Huge big effect on the play.
Big play, big change of momentum. All of a sudden things feel differently, and the Argos offense gets to go right back out there, which is a good thing, I think, try to get right back on the horse. But all of a sudden, a little different. This ball is driven by Dacus into the end zone. The return is on there. Jay Sharp, middle of the field, to the 30. Bounces it outside, 40, 50. Only has the kicker to beat. Can Jay Sharp run away from him? He cannot. He got caught from behind by Dacus.
Wow.
And that's one you don't live down on film, but a great Jay Sharp return. I thought he had him right there. Maybe ran out of gas a little bit.
Yeah, great answer by the Argos return man right there, the Argos return unit. Excellent
Jay Sharp, the running back. Coach, you saw it from up here. You're like, it's got a chance because there's a big lane.
Yeah.
He took it to the middle, bounced it to the outside, which is what you want to do. He takes it all the way down to the Trailblazers' 31-yard line. So
there's like a certain amount of spacing between that lead blocker and the return man, and when it's the right space and the tempo's right, you usually got a chance to hit it.
The wind just got angry.
Yeah.
Again. And the Argos need to put that wind at their back. They're trying to speed it up here. Play clock is already down to 7. Stokes looks it over, takes the snap, pulls it out of the running back's belly lane. He's looking to fire it. He's got a man, but you can just see that ball is sailing away. I mean, he had Corey Scott wide open, but just really can't put it on the money. That tells you all you need to know about what the wind's doing down there on the field.
They were trying to hit that post corner route that they were making a living off of against Delta State a couple weeks ago on that double move, and yeah, that wind is just tough, man. It's really affecting the football down the field.
Jay took that right at the goal line, so 69 yards probably officially on that kick return, but it was a big one. But you got to capitalize on that. I don't know about trying to kick anything down here unless it's point blank.
I think you're right. Yeah, it's an added element for sure.
They've been running that out route as bread and butter, but not today. The wind is wreaking havoc. They'll run inside. TJ Lane gets inside the 30 down to the 28, but that's a gain of 3. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Big substitution here by the Greenville defense. They just brought on maybe 5 or 6 new guys, a whole new unit.
Brought some new bodies
fresh.
in there?
Yeah. Argos keeping 4 receivers on the field here, and find themselves on a 3rd and
7.
Long. Yeah. But I'm kind of with you. If you don't get it here, I think you just keep going for it because your defense is playing so well.
Stokes looking to throw. They're trying to set up a screen. They do. Damani Brown, he's got the end zone. He's gone to the house. Touchdown Argos. There's a helmet on the field. Ryan Adams, but no flags. And that's a nice answer.
Forget what I said about having to plan for 4th down.
Keep the ball out of the air. Throw it quick and let your blocking work. And how about Damani Brown? He put that in 5th gear pretty fast.
Yeah, he sure did. Nice little smoke screen out there on the edge. The Greenville brought some pressure, and they caught him right in it. And, man, as soon as he caught that screen, there was nobody there. He stepped on the pedal to the metal, and he was gone.
28 yards on the touchdown for Damani Brown, his 3rd of the season. And Tyler Patterson comes on to kick the PAT. And he puts it up and through, and the Argos bounce back on top by 14, 21-7 our score now. We've seen this several times this year where the Argos coach have been able to answer. When something bad happens, they come right back and score.
I mean, huge special teams answer, setting your offense up for success right there, giving them a super short field, and then explosive play on the screen right there. Great answer by the Argos.
57 seconds on that drive after the 69-yard kick return. The Argos get it done in a hurry. 3 plays, 31 yards, 28 there from Stokes to Damani Brown. Damani did the bulk of the work. Marcus will say, I'll take the 28 yards and the touchdown throw too.
Yeah, add it to the stats, please.
Tough day throwing the football. Previous pass that he threw on the last possession, his last pass was tipped and taken back for a touchdown. He's 5 of 9 now with an interception and now a touchdown for 54 yards. Ramirez on the other side, 5 of 11 for just 36 yards passing. So you can see this is not going to be a high completion percentage day.
No, certainly not down the field, that's for sure.
Welcome to the jungle.
That's right.
The Argos set to kick this thing off. After the kickoff here, we'll go down to Camille Clark to get the reactions on the sideline. This one will be returned. They'll take it from at the goal line. Finds a little seam in the middle. This is a big return. Out to the 40, to the 50. If you don't get him, he's gone. They're going to take it all the way back to the house. A 100-yard touchdown return. And this game has just gotten crazy. Oh, my, Coach.
I was looking to see if there was any yellow flags out there, but didn't look like anything to.
No flags down on the field.
A clean return, and yeah.
Trying to see, that was not a number that we have called yet. Jarek Foster, I believe, with the return, the defensive back. My, we've just seen one return that almost went for a touchdown and one that did go for a touchdown. And you want to talk, the wind is whipping, so is the momentum all over this place.
No kidding. Huge answer there by North Greenville, a little back and forth.
PAT is up, and it is good. And all of a sudden, with 5:37, we've had a flurry of points here back-to-back to make it a 21-14 game. And the Argos, with 5:37, get the football back again. They will get the ball coming out of the locker room as well. Let's get a chance to go down to Camille Clark. And Camille, I mean, you let me know that the quarterback coach, Tyler Phelps, was right there to pump Marcus up, after the touchdown pass to Damani Brown, but then give up a huge kick return. Thank you very much. We had a little problem with Camille's microphone. Let's make sure Camille knows. Get close to that camera down there. Make sure we try to minimize the static down there during these hits. But the Argos at 5:37 left in the first half have gone from a 14-0 lead to now playing some back and forth wild mood swings with this North Greenville team. Jarek Foster, 100 yards, back to the end zone. And so now it's the Argos' turn. Jay Sharp and Zach Offord, I believe, standing back at the end.
Oh, a short kick.
They go short kick. It'll be taken by an up man, and the return is on here. Ripping down the sideline to the 50, to the 40. He's going to run over the kicker or try to. Nice job by Dacus of getting a head down there. What a big play. Another big answer from the Argos. That was Anthony Ballard, former receiver who's now playing DB linebacker.
Yeah.
So he knew what to do once he caught the football.
He did. He caught that. It almost, the way he stood there after he caught it, it almost looked like, I thought, did he call fair catch? And then, boom, starts taking off running down the sideline. I mean, that plan completely backfired on him. You try to kick it to an up back to negate the chance for a big return, and all of a sudden now they got the ball at the 28-yard line, 29-yard line.
They'll start from there. North Greenville 29, first down play. Stokes, they're going to go back. Flea flicker. Stokes chunks it. He's got Corey Scott. Scott can't come up with the catch. He had good defenders down there on him. The safety, Warren Conway, was there. It looked like the toss back to the quarterback there was not quite where you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Marcus it took him a minute to get his hands on it. By that time, the DBs had caught up. By the way, on the kick return, I think Anthony Bauer is doing what we've seen Virgil do on punt returns. He kind of catches it and stops to let the blockers set before he takes off.
Yeah. I think you're right.
So incomplete on the first down play towards the end zone. They took a shot. Now they've got 2nd and 10 at the 29. I like the aggressive play calling, but now you got to come up with something here on 2nd down. They'll bring Offord in motion, then send him back. They'll look to run it. Sharp into the right side of the line, gets his head down, gets near the 25. They'll cut him down at the 26, so a gain of 3, 3rd and 7. Last time we had a 3rd and 7, it was a touchdown pass.
Yeah, let's dial up that screen again for a touchdown.
So Jake Robinette and Jackson Blaylock run off the field, the 2 tight ends. Jackson was fighting a little bit of an ankle thing down there, got re-taped, Camille Clark was telling me, and now Jake Robinette's coming off looking a little worse for the wear. This will be 3rd and 7, so they're going to bring in 4 wide receivers. Jay Sharp stays in the backfield. We'll see if Coach Farrington and company walk up some pressure. Coach Noble says, I'm going to take a timeout right here. First timeout of the half for the Argos. We do have a 2-minute timeout coming our way here, but it's a big play right here after giving up the huge kick return to make this a 21-14 game. And you can kind of see, Coach, where this is how North Greenville hangs around.
Yeah. I mean, kind of a weird game so far. You start with 2 big turnovers for the Argos. They go up quick 14, and then not really much from either offense. And then all of a sudden, interception for a touchdown by Greenville, and now like big return, and here we are, 21-14. Argos got the ball back, deep into North Greenville territory after the 3rd big kickoff return in a row. I mean, just kind of bizarre almost, and here we are at 21-14, a 1-score game with 4 minutes left, 4.5 in the second quarter.
What's crazy is North Greenville, it's a interception return for a touchdown and a kick return. Their offense has done nothing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Argo defense is dominating this game, but this is why we say all 3 phases of the game, you got to be good in all of them. And the Argos have struggled a little bit on some special teams. Man comes in motion, it's Offord. Stokes looking that way, fires it that way. Zach goes down, makes the catch, but short of the first down. They'll give him the just short of the 20. So 4th and a long 1 or a short 2, whatever you want to call it. They'll bring the tight ends back in. You're not kicking a field goal here. It's too windy. It's too crazy, although the wind feels like it's laid down a little bit.
I think you're right, right now.
But they're going to go for it here. Ball is at the just shy of the 20. They need to get to the 19.
Yeah, I like it. Even if you don't get it, you got
your defense is working.
Your defense has just been playing lights out.
They'll go tight end, off the shoulder of Stokes. They'll go to Jay Sharp. Sharp cuts it back. I thought for a second he was about to go to the house.
Yeah.
They tripped him up, but he gets the first down. Argos get a fresh set.
Yeah, shoelace right there happened to get him, and otherwise he might have been gone.
So this game has been out of hand. It would be a good term so far.
Yeah.
But the Argos are on the move here, and again, try to run some clock, get a touchdown, get to the locker room, come back out on offense. I think that's the game plan Coach Nobles might be working with here. Ball is at the 17. First down in a while for the Argos. They had a touchdown on the last drive, but you have to go way back to find the last first down this offense has picked up. They'll toss sweep. Jay Sharp to the right, but they blow it up. But Sharp somehow avoids a tackle and gets down. He's going to pick up maybe 2, but that was a heck of a run.
Yeah, it looked like he was about to get tackled for a 3 or 4 yard loss there, and he just kind of bounced around and somehow ended up with a 1 yard gain.
That is a nice piece of running. Gets down to the 16. It should have been a TFL. Jay Sharp made the magic happen. 2nd and 9. Stokes walks back up after he doesn't like something he sees up there in front of him. And he'll set the play again. 3 receivers out on the left side. One of them big tight end Jake Robinette. They'll run to that left side. Cuts it back inside. Going to get down to the 10. And did the ball come out? I don't know.
North Greenville's acting like it did.
I think it did, but Zach Alford immediately said, we got it. It's a nice cutback. I'll tell you what, that play, I thought he was going to get to the inside and have a big lane, but R.J. Glasgow, one of the outside linebackers, pushed the offensive lineman back into the running lane.
Yeah.
Really nice defensive play there. So let's see. Argos do have the football. It is right at the 10-yard line. So it's a gain of 6. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Or maybe 3. Let's see where they officially mark this. They're going to say the 9. So 3rd and 2. They need to get down to the 7-yard line. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute stoppage, the 2-minute warning, if you will. Argos on top, 21-14, but it's wild right now. We'll take a break. This is Argo Football on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports.
I am here to contest the new Whataburger from Whataburger.
What?
Real wings have bones. And these boneless wings are actually premium chicken tender bites tossed in one of Whataburger's famous sauces. Honey butter, honey barbecue, buffalo, or
sweet and spicy.
And now Nashville hot? Those do not turn these Whata wings into real wings. I know what a real wing is. That it's not
Whata wings. Whataburger, Whata wings, Whata wings.
For those who sweat in determined pursuit, and those who meet the morning with a firm handshake and a smile, and breathe between stages of unwavering effort. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
We are back, and the Argos are knocking at the door here. But they've got a big 3rd down and 2 to go here from the 9-yard line of North Greenville. 2 minutes left here in the first half. 21-14 our score. It's been a wild. And they go with that direct snap to TJ Lane. Lane dances around, gets the yardage he needs near the 5. They'll stop him at the 6, but they ran that previously where Stokes just kind of walks off, looks like he's going to the sideline. They snap it directly to the RB.
Yeah, nice little quick hitter there for the Argos, and enough to pick up that first down.
So they've been here before. It's going to be 1st and goal this time at the 6 or 7. I'll put it at the, let's see, officially the 6-yard line it looks like. And you got to find a way to punch this in. We'll give them a gain of 2, call it the 7, we will. The Argos were at the 5 in their second possession of the game after forcing a fumble, and they were able to punch it in from here. What will they do here? What's the action? They'll hand it. Nope. They pull it. Stokes is looking. He's got a man in the end zone. It's Blaylock. he fires into double coverage. That's a dangerous throw.
Yeah, he looked like they were communicating mid-play there. He wanted Blaylock running across the end zone, and he fired it in there, but both those Greenville defenders just kind of converged on it.
Excuse me, that's Robinette, and Jake Robinette is 6'6". You got to throw that up.
Put a little height on it.
Let him go
there,
get that thing. I believe we've got an injury timeout. One of the North Greenville players is down on the field. And it's a defensive injury call. So that gives the Argos a little time to kind of look at what they're doing. It is Epps, the outside linebacker, Tremaine Epps. So really, disjointed a little bit. The Argos have run for 82 yards, which is not bad on a windy day when you really are having some issues throwing the football. Stokes is 50%, 6 of 12 with a pick and a touchdown. What I look at the other side is negative 3 yards rushing. Coach.
I mean,
this Argo defense, we've talked about it. It's a kick return and an interception return. This Argo defense is giving up nothing.
Yeah, 33 yards of total offense for North Greenville right now. That's tough. We didn't give up many yards last week.
No,
either,
last week it was negative rushing yards.
Yeah.
It was negative rushing yards. It was just the passing that provided some positive yards
Just
for
ridiculous.
Erskine. So this defense is rounding itself into the
historic
incredible shape here at the right time of the season for sure.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Second down, goal to go from the 7. Stokes with running back on his right shoulder. They do have 3 receivers out in formation. He's looking to his left. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run it. He's going to put his head down. A flag comes flying in late on this one. They're going to get somebody on the offensive line. And this is what happens. We tend to run into some quicksand here inside the 10 sometimes.
Yeah. So critical down here at this part of the field to be able to finish drives with a touchdown. And those penalties can really be costly.
Credit to the coverage from North Greenville. That's a good job of blanketing their receivers so Stokes didn't have anywhere to go with the football. What you don't want, too, is your quarterback taking those kind of shots.
Yeah.
And they're going to hit Nash Nelson with a holding penalty. The Argos have been pretty good in that category. That's the first holding penalty I can remember in a while.
Yeah.
Against Coach Saunier's defense. But offensive line, I can guarantee you Steve's going to have some words in the locker room for his group. So that pushes it back. Now it's second down and goal to go from the 16. It's a little chunkier.
It is big loss there.
So you back it out, and normally I'd say, okay, dial up some cool passing plays here, but the wind is just still a factor here. And so
you got Corey Scott one-on-one down here on the bottom.
They're going to designed run. Stokes was trying to run behind his running back, but really kind of ran into him. It'll get you back to the 12-yard line, so a gain of 4. And there's a little back and forth here. One of the defenders, number 7, John Porter III, he's just got into it, grabbing people. His coaches are grabbing him, and somehow there's no flag.
Yeah, I was waiting for one to pop up there.
And I only say that because I remember a game previously where Ralph Ortiz got a flag thrown on him because they thought he was going to shoot handguns.
Oh, yeah.
It was verbatim what they told him. You look like you were going to do it. He didn't do it, but they gave him a 15-yarder. Well, this time we got people grabbing people and pushing around after the play, and there's no laundry. But, sometimes if they can nip it in the bud right there and kind of get control of things, that works.
Yeah. Well, Stokes is out here because he took his helmet off in the middle of all that. And
he had to come off there. So let's see.
So now
where did that play end up, though?
Your third and goal from the 15-ish?
I thought they gained some yards.
It looks like
there was a flag, maybe.
If they're talking about something.
The officials have that look on their face like they're about to march backwards.
They do. It has that feel.
I didn't see any yellow down on the field.
No, I mean, neither.
Okay, so it looks like they're holding it here at the 16. I thought they picked up some yards.
I thought they got at least 3 or 4. I mean, I know there was a scrum that kind of pushed back, but the forward progress had happened.
So Coach Nobles is having a conversation with Tony Bartallo over here. And we have not seen if there's any call at all or what's going on. Things have slowed down to a glacial pace.
Game on. You're in play. That carries a 10-second runoff.
Wow.
Set the game clock for 47 seconds.
Wow, the Argos are going to get a 10-second runoff, too, because of Marcus's helmet coming off. So not only do you, I guess, not get any yards for some reason, but you also lose 10 seconds and your quarterback. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Yeah,
Shoemaker.
that is true. That is
and if
true.
anybody gets that reference, then you're old enough to hang out with them. and Bill and Ted on their Excellent Adventure.
Excellent Adventure, that's right.
So here we go. Third down. Clock is started. Are the Argos just going to run one more play? Play clock is down to 8. And I guess we're calling a timeout. Yeah. So coach wanted to run this thing down to 23 seconds, run the one play. You're basically saying I don't want to leave any time for the other team. But you call it a timeout so you can bring Stokes back, I think.
Yes, that's right.
That would be the other piece of it. I, having never really played the quarterback position at this kind of level or, much beyond being really young, I just thought it's a mystery to me how you deal with the wind like this. If you're playing golf or something else, you try to play for the wind and adjust. But I'm guessing that it's swirling a little bit because we've seen passes both ways have issues.
I've been surprised that the pass game seems to have been more affected than the kicking game. It seems like both punters have punted phenomenally, and the kickoffs haven't really been affected by this, but it seems like the quarterbacks have more so been affected. But, as long as usually that ball's on a low trajectory, it doesn't, usually you can throw pretty decently, but it seems to be kind of flip-flop this game.
Seems like the punting, hadn't really hurt them a whole lot.
Right. Both teams have punted well. Both teams have kicked off well. It hadn't really affected either of those.
So here we go. It'll be Marcus Stokes back in the game after the timeout. The third down and goal to go from the 16. Now, you don't have to get it all in one play. And you might go for it. I don't even know. Stokes fires. Has a man in the end zone with the catch. What a catch. Corey Scott, touchdown to Argos. He knew he was going to get hit, and it didn't matter.
Yes, he went in there and took it, and great catch, touchdown. Nice job.
I think we just talked that into happening by saying, here's what you got to do with the win because we know all about it.
That's right.
Marcus Stokes, though, that was a missile. I mean, he just stepped into that throw. Good protection by his offensive line. But the best part of that, as we look at the replay here, Corey Scott knew Conway was going to rack him up, and he turns around and says, whatever. And gets a little handshake in with his teammate, and it ends up being a 16-yard touchdown pass. Tyler Patterson will step on with 17 seconds left to try the PAT. Kick is up. It is good. And the Argos extend back to a 14-point lead. That's a heck of a play, Coach.
Yeah, great way to finish the half here. And they get the ball at the second half. So huge finish to this first half for the Argos.
Coach Noble some credit for clock management there, too. Really nice job of running that down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not leaving much time at all.
Great idea. Good job getting his starter back in there. Nice use of the timeout. Really good.
Now, if it's me, and you've been a special teams coach, I'm squibbing this thing.
Yeah.
I'm hitting it low and letting it get funky and bounce around and do whatever. I'm not going to kick it deep and try to let them set up another big kick return.
Yeah, that's true. After a big return like they had last time.
Make them field this thing, try to fly down there, run a couple seconds off. And you were saying you saw some guys down there on the field before the game. Aiden Sweat, I had a chance to talk with Aiden and Corey Wilshire and some others.
Yeah, there's a couple guys out there got to connect with. Good to see those guys. Always good to see guys coming back.
Well, it's Hall of Fame weekend as we inducted a new class, 2 teams, the 2004-2005 men's national championship tennis teams. Those are 2 different years. They won it back-to-back. And then Richard Dixon for men's soccer and a few others. I'll fill you in there. Yeah, there we go. But right at the up, man. Nice job by that young man of fielding that because that was a bullet off the turf.
That was, That was. Now all of a sudden you got maybe time for 2 plays here.
You might with 14 seconds left. And there's flags down.
And a flag coming on.
And if you give up 15 yards here, you're hurting yourself.
You are, yeah.
It's getting a little chippy. It's getting a little talkative. We'll see what the call is. So Richard Dixon, men's soccer. Monica Koshinova from women's tennis went in. Bruno Savi from men's tennis, who won a national championship as a player in 2014, a coach in 2017. And then Carlos Rodriguez, one of the great golfers in men's golf history here. So congratulations to that 2014 Hall of Fame class going in this morning. We've got a good halftime show for you. We've got another episode of Out of My Element with my live event production crew and their class putting together a nice piece for you. And we'll also talk about the newest building that opened here on the campus of the University of West Florida. Uh-oh, the old jersey situation. So it's going to cost North Greenville. They had two number 5s on the field. Can't do that. One of the weird rules, right? You got to put on a different thing and report and all this stuff.
It is weird.
So the Argos up 28-14 with 14 seconds left. They're trying to take this lead to the half and, maybe settle things down a little bit and come out and handle your business in the second half and don't let North Greenville hang around.
So now you're kicking from the 40.
Yeah, well, you ran time off.
A little time off, too. Yeah, about 3 seconds.
Here. I think I'm doing the same kick.
Yeah, you might as well. Maybe not to the same guy, but
well, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Logan Gregory, who was the kickoff on the last kick, is still out there. So instead of Tyler Patterson, you let your punter come out there because he's got this in his bag, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, that's a nice one right there.
Little big bounce, and they're just going to sit on it. And all of a sudden, they're at the 25.
Yep, that's more what you want. And another flag coming out here. So
Virgil Lemon says it's on them again.
Yeah.
Pointing that direction.
It's close to the line where we kicked off from, so I'm wondering if it was maybe an offsides, but we'll find out here.
Logan's still standing there, and he's not taking his tee to the sideline yet. Just these little things, right?
Yeah.
You're like, we just got to control these little things and not have it be things that eat us up a little bit.
Offside, kicking team number 34. 5 yards will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
Yeah.
5 yards to the end of the kick. It'll be first down for North Greenville. I imagine they're just going to run this one out. And on the way to the locker room, Camille Clark will be grabbing Coach Caleb Nobles for a quick chat as they head in. The Argos up 2 touchdowns here late in the first half. 13 seconds left, and we'll see if they have the opportunity here to just hang on to this. Yeah, it looks like victory, or not victory, but just get it out of here formation for North Greenville. And so the Argos, it's been a weird half, Coach. A little bit of up and down, a little bit of all over the place. But the Argos definitely have some momentum after that touchdown pass last seconds of the first half.
Yeah.
From Marcus Stokes to Corey Scott. So Camille's going to track down Coach heading to the locker room. He's having a little conversation with Coach Jordan Rimza, his defensive backs coach, as they walk towards the Darrell Gooden Center, which, by the way, has the new addition to it, and we'll show you that at halftime. The Sandy Sansing Sports Medicine Center, what a great facility it is, allowing people to have the state-of-the-art care. Camille's looking for Coach, and Coach has turned back to talk to one of his defenders, and we'll let them get set up over here. Camille Clark bringing Coach Caleb Nobles in, and let's get them set. And Camille, go ahead and grab Coach there and find out what's going on.
Okay, Coach, so we saw that momentum change a couple times towards the end of the half. Just tell me what you were seeing out there and how you felt your guys did.
Yeah, I mean, we've rode the wave of momentum a little bit. We got to clean up some things and do a better job of not shooting ourselves in the foot on some things. And so we got to keep improving and keep getting playing better, but we got to play a full 60-minute game.
Yeah, and what's that message at halftime? What would you like to see going into the second half?
Yeah, I just need our guys to stay focused. We're going to get the ball at the half. Would love to try and score, win the middle 8 so we can score before half, stop them, and go get another touchdown right here.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Go Argos.
Thank you, Camille. Thank you, Coach. That'll do it for us here in the first half of this one. We still got 30 minutes of football to play and a halftime show to bring your way here on Salute to Service Day and Senior Day as the Argos lead 28-14 over North Greenville. This is Argo Football on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports.
The first of our individual inductees.
Look at that, 7 first downs for us and 2 for North Greenville.
Hey, Adam.
Dixon was a four-time All-Region selection
Are we coming back and, Adam, we coming back and toss into the segment?
Congratulations, Richard Dixon.
Okay, so we'll come back and do that. I'll toss into it and then toss out of it too. So. I love it. Thank you. Hey, Ryan. When we come back, they're going to get a shot here. Yeah. Coaches, my people.
For those who sweat in determined pursuit, and those who meet the morning with a firm handshake and a smile, and breathe between stages of unwavering effort. Andrews Institute, for those who move.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penair Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penair Credit Union. You'll fit right.
Welcome back. I'm Will Kennedy. It's halftime here. 28-14 is our score. Argos on top. And here at halftime, we like to present you with something a little entertaining. So my live event production course has produced another edition of Out of My Element. And this week, we find out how easy is it to make a free throw.
Welcome back to another episode of Out of My Element. Well, I'm in my element, but I'm here with the men's golf and the women's golf for a little game of free throws. We're gonna have 2 rounds. Each athlete is gonna shoot 2 free throws, and then second round is gonna be a little sudden death action.
Hi, I'm Isabella Yui, and I'm from Ecuador.
And I'm Millie Thompson, I'm from England, and we are the
women's golf team.
Hello, I'm Max. I'm from Pensacola. I'm on the men's golf team.
And I'm Ethan. I'm from Georgia, and I'm on the men's team as well.
Okay, so with the free throw comes a routine. So for my routine, I just get a little dribble in, you get locked on the goal, and then you want to make sure that the ball is up. You have some space. So here we go. Yeah. All right.
Hey. Hey.
Dude,
right.
how good is that? One hand.
Come on, Millie.
You're too good. No.
Needed it. Had to have it.
After the first round, it's tied 3-3. Next round, we're gonna go into a sudden death. But real quick, how hard would you say it was?
They were feeling pretty good, actually. We can beat the guys.
Yeah, we're feeling good.
I love it.
5 or 6 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, I got carried. Yeah, 5 or 6 out of 10.
Okay. Sudden death round. Let's see what they got.
No chance.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, we got it.
Good playing.
Nice.
After the sudden death round, women's golf took it all for the win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel to win it all?
It feels good, yes. It feels really good.
Yeah. And what would you guys say is harder, a 10-foot putt or a free throw? We'll start with you guys.
Free throw. Free throw, yeah.
What about you guys?
Probably a free throw.
Free throw. Yeah. Well, thank you all for participating. We appreciate you guys. And that's Out of My Element.
Both of our golf teams, men's and women's, have had great fall seasons. Millie Thompson's been a GSC Golfer of the Week, and I'm not sure if she called bank on that free throw that won it, but she won it nonetheless. We'll take another break. Argo's up 28-14. We'll come back. We'll look at the first half stats and some of the highlights from the first half here. This is Argo Football on Flow Sports and ESPN Pensacola.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
Flynn Built, your hometown touchdown. Call Flynn Built at 850-477-6118 for all of your home and building needs. Flynn Built is a proud sponsor of UWF Athletics. Flynn Built, your hometown touchdown.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Welcome back in here. Coach Kyle Shoemaker, Will Kennedy with you. Great first half, of at least exciting for both sets of fans, I'm sure.
Yeah.
There were moments that both teams would probably like to forget and move on from.
A lot of back and forth.
Yeah, it was worth a watch, right? 28-14 our score at the half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. The Argos defense gets it going, Coach, early. Force a fumble here, scooped it up.
Yeah.
And DJ Barnes is taken to the house.
Yeah, third play of the game. I mean, tough to start a game much better than that defensively.
After forcing another fumble, the Argos would punch it in. This drive would go 50 yards. T.J. Lane would take it in. Then you got after nothing happens for a while, I still don't know how R.J. Glasgow got away from Levi there, but he takes this one back to the house on an interception return. Ball was tipped.
Huge
kickoff,
answers. Yeah.
Big answer. Yeah, you saw this coming. Jay Sharp takes this one up the sideline, and then how does he get caught by the kicker?
Man.
Marcus Stokes to throw a little receiver screen to Monty Brown. Nobody touches him. To the end zone. Big touchdown, 28 yards there. And then it got really crazy. He takes this one at the goal line.
Yeah, big answer here again by North Greenville on the kickoff return.
Kendrick Foster up the side. You could just see him run away from Keyshawn Glanton right there. And that was the last chance they had. He goes 100 yards to the house, and all of a sudden it's 21-14. The Argos would answer. Little pooch kick. Anthony Ballard takes it. He lets the wall set up, and then he gets behind Zach Alford. He took this one all the way down to the North Greenville 29, and then on a third down play, look at this.
Strike.
Okay, that camera work is out of control. Beautiful job down there. Great catch by Corey Scott, and that was big right there. And so back and forth. I mean, a hot start for the Argos, and then it just got really cold for a while.
Yeah.
And then we had a flurry there, a bunch of points late in the second quarter.
Right. Yeah, I mean, really, a pretty good job by both defenses, really. A lot of back and forth on special teams and the turnovers, you know. Surprising stat to me is that the Argos have held the ball for about 20 minutes in the first half as opposed to North Greenville's 9.5. So, you know, just kind of a weird game.
Yeah, no, definitely a weird game. Let's take a look at the stats from the first half of this one. Really interesting in that -3 rushing yards. The Argos defense is just really throttling this North Greenville offense. If it weren't for the the interception and the kick return, I mean, they'd have nothing.
Yeah, no, that's right. And a couple turnovers, couple drop passes. Just stifling in the run defense by that West Florida defensive front.
Argos offense pretty balanced, 83 through the air, or 83 on the ground, 75 through the air.
Yeah.
Really, if the wind isn't such a factor, I think the passing game would probably be just chewing up some big yardage because guys have been open. It's just been a matter of unable to connect with them. Penalties, 5 you'd like to have less.
Yeah.
You'd like to not hurt yourself with a couple of them there. It's really been the turnovers that have been kind of the story of this game. I mean, both teams, Argos have scored off both fumbles. And, of course, North Greenville scores on the pick six. And so that's really kind of driven this game in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And really, the Argos have, on really 3 of those offensive possessions, the ones that they've scored on offense, they've had really good field position after a turnover or, huge kick return. So they really haven't had to drive the ball very far, which is probably why they only have 158 yards.
If we get the video up of the Sandy Sansing Sports Medicine Center, if you guys have that real quickly, I just want to touch on that. We opened the facility, the Darrell Gooden Center, which you've seen on the broadcast there. You've seen our guys kicking footballs off of it. The team runs out of it. This is the new build on. You can see it there on the front. It is massive. The Florida State College of Health is upstairs. A beautiful new training facility downstairs with an underwater treadmill or in the pool treadmill, a cold tub that could fit a bunch of people in it, all kinds of neat stuff. And the coaches now, you knew the old trailers.
Oh, yeah.
They have moved into the top floor of the backside here.
Wow.
So Coach Nobles has a beautiful view of the field, as do the rest of the coaches. Really nice meeting rooms and more space. And so we want to thank Sandy Sansing and Darrell Gooden, of course. We wouldn't have that facility without those kind of folks and all the other donors that help us out with that. We're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with the second half coming your way. 28-14 our score. Argos on top of North Greenville. This is Argo Football on Flow Sports and ESPN Pensacola.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human. Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human. Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Maybe. We were 10th in the first one, so. Pointed out 7 first downs to the Argos, only 2 for North Greenville. Again, Argos defense is not letting them do much at all. Dylan Ramirez, 5 of 11 for 36 yards. Marcus Stokes, 7 of 13, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did have the pick 6 in there, but came up with some big plays down near the goal line, and the Argos, benefit from those 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jay Sharp's run it well, 9 times, 52 yards, 6 yards a carry. It's been a little tougher sledding for TJ Lane, and Damani Brown has the 28-yard touchdown. Corey has the 16-yard touchdown, so you're spreading the football around, but only Jacoby Quillen has 2 catches, so it's not really like anybody's having a dominant game because the wind has just been all over the place.
Yeah, it really has, and they've gotten such a short field pretty much every time when they've scored that they, there's not a whole lot of impressive stats out there. So it'd be an interesting half to see. It almost feels like a whole new ball game.
It does, and so who will come out here in the second half and kind of put down their imprint on the game a little bit? We're about to find out. Is it's going to be Reeves Dacus putting the football into the air, or actually a different kicker in to kick off things here? And they've changed kickers and punters through the year. I'm not sure if injuries. They'll pooch this one. Maybe that's part of it. Little return across the field. That's a big body, and Javon Swinton trying to run that thing back. A flag flies in at the end of the play there, and the wind continues to howl in our face. That is Nate Spearman kicking off there, sophomore.
Yeah, they were trying to
make it hit with a penalty.
He was trying to impersonate 24 there.
And they actually hit number 24 with the holding call
penalty,
right there. So the Argos going to have to back that thing up and start it from a little deeper.
That's right.
In their own end. So you do, if you got momentum as the Argos did, scoring right before the half there, you'd like to come out of this locker room and have the football and get an opportunity to try to put some points on the board. They'll start this drive from their own 22. So not horrible field position. Could have been better if the return would have stood, but Marcus Stokes comes back out there. I'm sure he was like, can the wind please stop?
Yeah.
But no, sir, it's back again. They bring Swinton in motion and send him back out. Stokes pulls it, fires it to Swinton. He's got one-on-one. If he can get past the defender, he does. Out across the 30. It's a nice gain on first down. They'll get 9 and set up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, nice little. Everybody bit hard on that run fake, and Swinton had one-on-one out there and broke that first one. The rest of that defense kind of chased him down, but a nice pickup on first down there.
Gets it out to the 31. 2nd and short opportunity. This is one where, you could take a shot if you felt so inclined, because you can come back and theoretically punch it across and pick up a first down. Let's see what Coach Nobles decides to do. And it's a change. It's Tony Bartalo at quarterback. He's going to keep this one. Quarterback keeper cuts it back inside, gets the first down out across the 35. So don't know if Marcus maybe got dinged up a little bit. He took a couple of hits in the first half there, but Tony's out. No, here comes Marcus in. So Bartalo slides in there and picks up the first down on the ground. Give him the 36, a gain of 5. The Argos get a fresh set of downs. Marcus Stokes comes back in the game. I like this. Mix it up a little bit.
He's coming in for 2 first downs today, I want to say.
And sooner or later, you pull the old Tony surprise.
Yeah, that's right.
He just pulls up and throws one.
Yeah, that's right. They're setting up the play action. You're right.
Quillen comes in motion. Tight set here. They're going to run it. Into the right side of the line. TJ Lane with a head of steam out across the 40. He's going to pick up 5 to the 41. 2nd and 5.
Good hard run by TJ Lane right there. The safety came up filling that hole fast, and Lane just put his shoulder down and popped right off him and kept going, picked up an extra 4 or 5 yards.
Love to see it when they take it right to the defender, right?
Oh, yeah.
2nd down and 5. Argos come out with a little power football, mixing the run and the throw, but so far no shots down the field. Stokes walks up, checks the play, brings a man in motion, sends him back, reading the defense. They'll run at the left side of the Argo offensive line. Nice job of getting to him. RJ Glasgow, who's had a big game here, pushes TJ Lane back, and they'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe walk him for it. They're going to give him a yard, Coach. To the 42.
There you go.
Third and
4 here.
Defensively, it is Glasgow has done a nice job. Let's see the tackling numbers here. Conway has been in there with 6 tackles. The Argos are led by Trayvon Mitchell with 3, but it's been a team effort for the Argos, and they really haven't had to face that many plays. They'll run it, a little bit of a counter. Oh, it looked like he was going to pick up some good yards, and then a big body flies in there. It's Diabian Donald, who is, Coach, he's thick for a linebacker. 6 foot, about 240. You can see it down there at number 0.
That's a thumper right there.
Yeah. That's going to bring up 4th and 1, and the Argos say,
bring it in the heavies here.
We're going to go for it.
I like that goal line package that we had earlier. I think that's what we're getting again here. 3 extra offensive linemen and a tight end here.
They're going
down
tush.
playing
Are they going push?
American football here.
No, they'll run it. TJ puts his head down. Did he get there?
Ooh, I think he got it there on the second effort.
No, they're running in and saying he's short.
I don't think they're going to give it to him.
No, and I think what you're saying is we trust our defense.
Wow.
If we don't get it, that our defense hasn't given anything up.
It looked like to me
I thought he got it.
and then spun over the top, and they killed it.
It's
before
sitting here right now. They were at the 40. They were. Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah. Let me see that one more time.
They needed to get to the 36, and the ball is across the 45, but maybe short if they measure this.
Yeah, I think by the way they spotted it, I think it's going to be short. But gosh, I sure thought he got it.
With the scrum in the middle too, I don't know that you could challenge this and challenge the spot.
Yeah.
Because I don't know there's going to be a clear look, and they're going to say no. Coach, it's about 6 inches short.
Wow.
Literally.
See, I thought they had him right here, but then I thought right there he rolled over.
Yeah.
I thought right when he rolled over he got
yet.
it. Yeah, he certainly wasn't. I don't know if they blew it before or what, but.
Yeah, Coach Nobles is talking to the officials, but the defense is going to run over there. So
that's a tough call right there.
Basically, he did not get the yardage he needed. It's over on downs. So North Greenville gets some really good field position. See, they're marking it at the 46, but it's not enough for the first down. That's what's crazy here. So with 11:22, North Greenville comes up with a huge stop with the ball in the Argos end of the field. Can they find some offense, though, is the question. So far, the answer to that's been no.
That's right. That's right.
Ramirez back to pass. Extra protection in there, but it doesn't matter. Colin Shaw gets a fumble. Argos come up with it. Another hit, another fumble. Kenny Martin scoops it up. Third turnover forced by this incredible Argo defense.
Wow. Ball comes out. Argos recover and get it back, and they probably should have had it in the first place, but now they've gained 10 yards here. So
that's a first down.
Yeah, that is a first down.
Colin Shaw with the hit. Kenny Martin with the recovery. Colin Shaw is having a tremendous year. Came into this game from his defensive end position with 33 tackles, 10.5 for loss, 4 sacks. He gets another one there, and a forced fumble as well.
I mean, just an incredible performance by this Argo defense today. I mean, that's just
we're
ridiculous.
Starting to back this thing up where they may have no offensive yards before too long.
Yeah, I mean,
that was some negative
be,
plays right there.
Sack, fumble. That's probably another minus 11 there or something. I don't know.
That drive took a whopping 7 seconds on one play, and the Argos set up at the North Greenville 39. Stokes rolls away from the pressure. He's got a man downfield. If he fires it, he just throws it too strong for Corey Scott. That's a tough one rolling to your left. He's trying to flip his body.
Yeah.
I think he should have tucked that one up and taken some yardage.
Probably could have gotten some positive yards. I think you're right.
28-14, 11:07 left in the third quarter here. Weird start to the second half. Argos go for it on fourth down, come up 6 inches short, force a fumble the next play, and now they're back in business.
Another big answer by the Argos there. Just big turnover, and here they are.
Stokes brings a man in motion. Second down. He keeps it, pulls it out of the belly of Sharp. He'll take it across the 35, up near the 30. They'll mark him out at maybe the 32. It's going to be a nice gain of 7. Should set up a 3rd and 2 or 3.
Really nice gain there. Good little quarterback run. Argo's been mixing in the quarterback run game a little bit today.
Let's see where they officially put this one. A little shorter than I thought. They've got him at the 38. No, where do they have him?
All that quarterback run game almost reminds me of the old Pee Wee Jarrett-esque a little bit, you know?
34 is the official mark. It'll be 3rd and 4. He went out of bounds a little sooner than I thought. They'll run it. Jay Sharp going to dance inside. He's going to get the first down near the 25. They'll give him the 26. It's another Argo first down. Offensive line starting to work a little bit here.
That's right. That's right. Starting to lean on those guys.
Create some positive plays.
All marked at the 26. First down. A cool first down for the Argos.
Yeah, North Greenville has just not helped themselves with time of possession. They just have not been able to get anything going on offense. And Coach Nobles is pretty good with that clock.
Timeout. Calls a timeout. They couldn't get the play off as quickly as they wanted. And we'll take a timeout. I see they've worked that out with the crew out there. Argo's on top 28-14. 9:52 left in the third quarter. This is Argo football on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that. Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
Why do you...
Back with you here. Argos looking at a first down from their own, or from the North Greenville 26, up 28-14 here. Still early in the third quarter. They'll run it. Big hole in the middle. TJ Lane across the 20, down near the 15. One of the officials got swept up in all the magic.
Yeah, umpire got knocked around there a little bit.
Got rocked a little bit. And this is going to move the chains. And we just said, how about the Argo offensive line starting to get things pushed around a little bit?
Right.
They did a really nice job there.
Little break there didn't help that North Greenville defense much.
No, not at all. So down to the 16, gain of 10. The Argos are in the red zone, where they've been really good today. And efficient, finding the end zone. They'll pull it. Stokes rolling. He's got a man in the flat. It's Robinette right out of his hands, and the reaction from Marcus Stokes is priceless.
He wanted that one, yep.
He's like, big fella, you'd be running for a while.
That's right. Yeah, that might have been a touchdown.
Got an opportunity to potentially run over somebody. Got a player down in the end zone for North Greenville on the backside of this. The defensive injury brings us a timeout on the field. And, Coach, it was a weird start here, too, the third quarter, but now this is kind of the basically the first drive you wanted to have.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, picking up where you left off thanks to that Argo defense. It's moving right along here.
Definitely feels like we just had a little pause.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of a drive, right? You turned it over on downs, got it back with a fumble, and then just kept on going.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable performance by that Argo defense. I mean, they're just – you can't run the ball on them, and they are going to harass your quarterback.
We'll see, working on a player in the end zone here. The Argos are looking at a 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass to Jake Robinette. Good to see that Jake's up and moving around. Good crowd here on a Saturday afternoon. Definitely as the sun kind of sinks a little bit.
Yeah, lights.
Getting the opportunity to – the wind feels a little cooler than it did.
It does,
earlier.
yeah, all of a sudden. The lighting's getting a little dimmer. And
let's see, we get the player out of the way. And an opportunity here. Get back on the field. 2nd down and 10. Stokes comes back out there at quarterback.
a little empty set, which we haven't seen today.
No, he'll roll. As soon as you say that, they'll roll him back in there, right?
Got me, yeah.
They'll try to run it to the left, and this time jailbreak by that defense from North Greenville, and Sharp's going to get pushed backwards. It's a TFL. Rylan Ash in there.
Yeah.
To make that play go nowhere.
Big loss there for the Argos. Now you find yourself in 3rd and extra long here.
Yeah, bumps it back to, let's see where they have this officially marked. back out to the 17 or 18, so a loss of 2. And now you got to figure out what's the play. What's the play call here? This is kind of right in the window where they've had a couple touchdown passes.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Yeah, this is where we saw that jailbreak screen earlier, or smoke screen.
Come up with a big play here. Back to pass, fires it. I'll tell you what, nice job by Ash of trying to jump the route, but he had Kobe Quillen on a slant.
Yeah.
The dangerous throw there. And we're going to see a field goal attempt, Coach.
Yeah.
We haven't seen one of these in a little while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It feels, well, the wind just kind of died down where we are, but it looks like at that goalpost, those flags aren't moving, so I don't know what the heck's going on.
Tyler Patterson out there. This will be from 35 yards out. He is 1 for 3 on the season. The one he made was from right this distance at 36. So let's see if he can play the wind as it does sit down here a little bit. Logan Gregory on to hold for this one. Snap is there. Kick is up. And it is pulled left.
Just a little left there, yeah.
So it's a miss from 35 yards. And I'll tell you what, the kicking situation has been it's been a struggle this year. That'll bring us to a timeout. 28-14, 8:15 left to play in quarter number 3. Argos on top here on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports.
Tough way to finish the drive there.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human. Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Again, Argos missed the field goal from 35 yards out. This gives North Greenville the football with 8:15 left here in the third quarter at their own 20. So a nice drive, but unfortunately no points and really kind of a buzzkill, if you will. They'll run it here. Argos are all over it again. It's going to be a short game, but nice job of getting to the football. Several Argos. I'm thinking, trying to see who that is. Flexing over there, it's Virgil Lemons.
Virgil Lemons.
Tackle. Old Verge. Colin Shaw involved in that as well. So good job by this defensive flowing to the football and making a play. Short game, ball to 22. So throw it in the flat. First time they've been able to find Dre Williams in a while. He tries to get away from somebody, but no. Cody Lowe is all over that.
All over it.
That was a nice stop. But Cody was
good
cool.
tackle there against a good player.
It's good pickup, but it's going to set up a third and about 4. Ball is out to the 27, so gain of 5. But they've really done a nice job of keeping Dre Williams in check here this afternoon.
They really have, yeah.
In fact, he had 1 catch for no yards. That's his first catch for some positive yards.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to get him the ball much at all. They've taken a couple shots down the field to him, but just haven't been able to connect. Argo's been all over
dig in. They'll try to run it, and they'll try to pitch it, and he does. That's a great pitch. Bumped out of bounds by Cam Canterbury, but what a great job by Dylan Ramirez of finding his running back Walker, because Ramirez is about to get thumped.
Yeah, he little speed option play into the boundary there. And I think he surprised himself that he thought the defender was coming at him, and kind of ended up in no man's land a little bit there, and ended up pitching it late.
Gain of 12 there. That's kind of nightmares. I still have nightmares about that, trying to contain and quarterback there and worry about the pitch man. He'll pull it this time.
Right.
Ramirez into the middle of the line. Short gain. Lorenzo Payne, one of the Argos down there. Helmets come off. Will Walker Robinson push him with one of the defensive linemen there. And the Argos hold that to a short gain of 2. Ball looks like they'll mark it at the 41. So this Argo defense is allowed, really, they've kind of dog walked the UNG offense a little bit today.
Yeah.
Can they keep it going here? Can North Greenville find some offense here in this football game? Ramirez back to throw, has a man in his face, chunks it. Ooh. The only people that had a shot at that were the 2 Argos in coverage, including DJ Barnes. And Ramirez took a nice pop there. Somebody else's helmet came off. Bunch of helmets coming off here.
Yeah. Another one of those down the field throws is just kind of way off target with this wind kind of whipping through here.
Argos set up here. 3rd and 8 after the incompletion. North Greenville got a first down. I think only their 3rd of the game on this drive. Can the Argos keep that from happening again? They'll walk some pressure up. 6 across the line of scrimmage. They'll back out. Ramirez, though, doesn't have time. He fires it. Williams is down there. Picked off. The Argos go up and get it. Heck of a play. And Williams thought he had a chance. Unfortunately for him, the Argos defense was there. Ty Crusher from his cornerback position with the INT.
Great play down the field. Good job going up and getting it right there by the DB.
I haven't seen Ty out there a lot. Good to see that young man who's out of the North Alabama area via junior college. That was a great play. I'll tell you what, one of the better receivers in the country and in the league, and Ty Crutcher just went up there and high-pointed that ball and took it away from him.
Yeah.
Really nice job.
Yeah, absolutely. Argos, another 3rd and long there for get North Greenville into, and North Greenville tries to take a shot down the field, and the Argos are all over it.
I will say, Coach, you said earlier, I mean, this is starting to look a lot like a historic type of defense.
Oh, yeah, they're unbelievable. I mean, this is crazy.
Argos will start from their own 17. Stokes fires it out, looking for Corey Scott. He's got magic hands, but I don't know about that one. Just a little too wide of him, and Corey's patting his helmet, but that would have been a Sports Center catch if he would have come up with it.
Yeah.
This defense is cooking.
They're unbelievable. I mean, you might as well go for it on 4th down every time, because nobody's moving the ball against these guys.
That'll set up 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Can the offense get something going here out of their own end? They'll run it into the middle of the line. Not much doing there, maybe a yard or 2. And they've gone to Keyshawn Glanton, bringing him into the game here in the 3rd quarter. He had 100 yards last week on 14 carries at Erskine. Yeah. He's been dynamic, the freshman, so far this year. But that's a short game, and that's going to give him the 19. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Can the Argos find a play to pick up a first down here? Stokes with Glanton on his left shoulder. 4 wide receivers here. No tight end help. Argos offensive line, if they bring pressure, will have to hold. Snap is on the ground. Stokes rolls away from it. He's running. He's just going to chunk it. Nice job of slipping away, but unfortunately there's no way Marcus could hit DeMonte Brown, who was streaking down the field. And that's one of those. We saw one of those last week, and I will tell you, Ryan Adams, who we had on the pregame show on the radio, he said he's been fighting a little bit of a hand injury. As a center, that's a tough one.
That is tough, yeah. Got to snap, block. That is tough.
So can't you just learn to snap with both hands? So Logan Gregory is going to come, and he's going to punt from his own end. And he gets a good one, rips it, drives Dre Williams back inside his own 30, and the Argos flow down the field. No, they don't get him on the ground right away. Penalty flags come flying in, and this one's, I think, going to come back and start them a little deeper than they were planning on it. What a kick by Logan Gregory. I mean, that out of your own end, that's flipping the field. So we will wait for the officials here on the call, and then we'll take a break. But it is a block in the back, so it'll start a little deeper for North Greenville. We'll take a break here with the two teams. Argos on top, 28-14, with 4:46 left here in quarter number 3. Or are we, because Jim Hammond is not out on the field? Never mind, no break. We'll keep it here. Good punt. And a mistake that cost North Greenville some yardage. The Argos offense still struggling here. No score so far in the second half of this football game. They'll be back at the 21-yard line for the Trailblazers with 4:46 left here in quarter number 3. So kind of like that lull we had into the first, halfway through the second. We're in that phase again. But what we saw in the first half is who knows it'll break out at any second. Ramirez fires it over to the side, has a receiver. Nice throw and catch as he finds Amari Coates. So really, it feels like North Greenville has said, you know what, we can't run the ball against this team. We're just going to have to start trying to throw it.
I'm kind of surprised that they've tried to run it as much as they have with Ramirez is, been one of the top passers in the league, and I'm surprised they haven't tried to just
let it fly.
But they've taken a lot of shots down the field, but that's not really his ball game. He's good. Quick game and intermediate throws, and they just haven't done a whole lot of that today.
Hasn't really been that kind of day.
No.
Ramirez back there, 2nd and 6. They'll try to run it, and again, nothing's happening. A flag flies. Fumble comes out. Flag flies on the other side of the field towards the North Greenville sideline. I think they whistled him down, but again, I mean, there's nothing. A yard and a half, that's all you're getting running the football, and this one's going to back them up even more.
I mean,
it might be on the Argos. Trying to see where they're pointing here.
They threw it right at the line of scrimmage.
But it was late. It felt late in the play when the flag came out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was.
Ruling on the field is the runner was down. Offside.
Offsides on the defense. So if it would have been a penalty, it would have nullified it anyways. North Greenville had no idea that it was a free play because you don't run in the middle of the line if you think you got him jumping. So doesn't even give them a first down. It moves it out to the 30. It'll set up a 2nd and 1. And let's see. Play clock. I don't know what the call is here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not a timeout.
Play clock is down to
the whole scoreboard just went out. And then they came back in. They're trying to decide maybe timing a little bit here. With that play, did the clock keep running? They need to check it a little bit. All right, they're all set now. We took under 4 minutes here in the third quarter. It's a 2nd and 1. Ramirez claps it. He's going to hand it off. They're going to run in the middle of the line. This time they get some yardage. Big hole in the middle, out across the 35 to the 40. Nice gain of 10. Moves the sticks, and all of a sudden, North Greenville's got something moving, something cooking. Maybe they're starting to figure out now. We tried throwing it deep last time, and they picked it off. So
North Greenville now, I think, with 4 total first downs on the day here.
Cody Lowe was trying to strip that. Will Breland almost came up with a tackle for loss. Cody Lowe and company do. Will pushed him back. Lorenzo Payne and Cody Lowe got in there. It's another TFL big
Argos
time this time.
There's a couple blue jerseys just flying across the line of scrimmage there.
Well, Breland was in the backfield literally as the ball was being handed off.
Hurry, yeah.
Push it back to the 36, loss of 4. The Argos continue to rack up those negative plays on the defensive side. So 2nd and 14. get a big first down run, and all of a sudden, oops, now you're backwards again. We saw this on a previous drive with North Greenville where they did pick up a first down, then went in reverse. It's almost like it makes the Argos angry.
Yeah.
And they bring pressure this time. They're going to get to him, and they hit him right as he throws it. That's what we've seen more often than not is he's getting hit as he lets the ball go, and he's just unable to complete.
He sure is, yeah.
That brings the incompletion. It brings up a 3rd and 14. The Key Insurance 3rd down, as Tim here in the stadium tells us, to jingle the keys, get them out, make sure the Argos know it's time for a stop. And they're walking up a bunch to the line of scrimmage. Whether or not they're coming or not, we don't know.
I think
Dylan
so.
Ramirez has to guess. They back out a few, make a throw. It's over the head and out of bounds. Good coverage by Zach Johnson, blanketing the receiver over there, Coates, and it's going to force another punt. Just no time. No time for Dylan Ramirez when he's back there.
No, that has kind of been the theme all year for this Argo defense. It's just good luck. I mean,
Caleb Noble's hopping down the field, getting back here where he wants a good view of Virgil Emmons, just in case Virgil Emmons decides to do his thing. Virgil stand out is near his own 20. Dacus has got some good kicks off today. He gets a end over end wobbly one. Virgil says let it go. Get away from it if you're in blue, right? And then Virgil just starts pushing people. They must have been trying to push Virgil into it.
I think so. I think they tried to push him, and he pushed back. And
it'll kill it there. We'll take a timeout, I think. Jim's trying to flag down the officiating crew and let them know. We'll take a media timeout. 2:07 left here in the third quarter. Argos on top 28-14. This is Argo football on Flow Sports and ESPN Pensacola.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m. or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
Flynn Built, your hometown touchdown. Call Flynn Built at 850-477-6118 for all of your home and building needs. Flynn Built is a proud sponsor of UWF Athletics. Flynn Built, your hometown touchdown.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
We are back here in Pensacola. Let's get a chance to go down to Camille Clark on the sideline. Camille, you were telling me everybody was hyped up after that interception by Ty Crutcher.
Yes, the energy was really high after that interception. The guys on the sideline were just congratulating him, giving him high fives for getting up for that one. I think that was a real momentum changer for the game and going forward in the game.
Thank you, Camille, and here we go. Argos starting this drive at their own 23. They'll run it on first down, put it right into the middle of that line, and just trying to wear this North Greenville defense down even more and punish them with the big bodies up front.
Yeah. Coach Noble's great with managing that clock, especially as the game goes on, and plays with the lead well. Not a huge margin here, but comfortable, and defense playing really, really well. Don't have to really,
Jay
push
Sharp,
yourself.
gain of 2, and the Argos set up a 2nd down and 8. Stokes claps, takes the snap, and he runs a little counter to the left. And North Greenville, I'm going to give their defense credit. They've been good against the run.
They've been scrappy,
yeah. Unable to really get the big chunk plays that we've seen, and right here you see on defense, just a great job. I believe that again is Glasgow getting to the football. No, excuse me, number 12, Ash, with the tackle on Sharp. They're going to run Jake Robinette back out there, take Kobe Quillen off, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. That's a TFL. That's a tackle for loss on the play, I believe. Good job by the North Greenville defense. They're kind of stuck in second gear here in the second half offensively for this Argo football team.
Yeah, just
Stokes flushed out of the pocket. He's just going to fire it away. Coach Nobles tried to go up and get
tried.
it.
He was a little under it, but
he's a little too short for that.
He was trying to get his John Summerall on, I think. John Summerall caught one of those one-handed last week.
Tell you what, kudos to North Greenville. They're going to force a 3 and out and get the ball back to their offense here before the 3rd quarter is over. And the Argos, it has been over on downs, a field goal miss, and now 2 punts on the 5 possessions, or the 4 possessions here in the 3rd quarter. Not exactly stellar offense. Logan Gregory's got pressure coming. Goes a little bit of that rugby style. Gets off a good one.
Great punt.
Takes a big hit, but it's going to be picked up. And they're all nice job by the return man, Foster, back there. Because if not, that's going to keep rolling for a while. But a good job by the Argos of rallying him quickly. Yeah, not a pretty offensive quarter for the Argos. And this is, unfortunately, this feels a little familiar. It's a good football team across the way for sure, but kind of where we've gotten ourselves into these positions where we've just kind of stalled out offensively and haven't been able to find whatever it is you need to kickstart.
Yeah. Fortunately, the defense has been playing so well. Hopefully the offense can just kind of keep milking the clock here and wrap this thing up. But a little surprising that we haven't put any points on the board in the second half.
I think you want to score a couple more times. Take that with you next week, hopefully with a win on the road to Valdosta. Oh, wow, what a closing speed. Unbelievable. Anthony Ballard in the game. He had a kick return earlier, and I'll tell you what, it was his closing speed there. It looked like a cheetah
He
on
did.
one of those wild nature documentaries closing on its prey.
He came up and blew up a block and then bounced right off of it.
I think Ramirez thought, I'm going to run away from this guy. And Ballard said, nope. Another sack, another big loss. That'll bring us to the end of the quarter. Argo's defense continues to get the job done. They're on top 28-14 on Flow Sports at ESPN Pensacola.
Trailblazers 14. Argos 28.
Hey, Adam. yards in total offense.
It's crazy. They have more yards, more kick return yards than they do.
Welcome back here in Pensacola. Will Kennedy, Coach Kyle Shoemaker with you. And, Coach, you were just saying North Greenville's got more kick return yards than they do yards of offense in this football game, which is a testament to this Argo defense, who now dials up after a big sack by Anthony Ballard. It's 2nd and 19. Ramirez stands in the pocket, looks over to his right, fires the football. Did he make the catch? They're going to say yes. What a great catch by Coates over there to just get his hands on that football and keep his feet in bounds. So finally some yards for him.
Yeah. First down.
Yeah, he got a knee down, and that's why he got up looking a little sore there. Well, you picked up some good yards and got you back out to set up a third down and doable.
Not a first down, yeah.
No,
it moved past the marker, but it was,
that was the initial marker. 18, so give them a 2nd and 8 here from the 37. The Argos don't show pressure here. Maybe a little off the left edge of the defense, and they back out of it. They'll just go with a 4-man rush. Oh, big throw, good catch, and then a rock'em sock'em robots hit from Cam Canterbury. And that's a great hit.
That was a great hit. Yeah,
that's
good catch, too.
Yeah, it's a good catch, and he held on to it.
That sends a message for sure.
They're going to get out to the 47, so they picked up 10, and they get the first down play. And now they're on the move. After that big sack, they were able to escape at 2nd and 18.
That's right.
The Argos run some guys in and out. And the fact that you're seeing there's Kevin Robertson, Anthony Ballard coming off. I mean, the Argos are so deep into their defensive line because of injuries and other things. Aiden Sweat's out. We mentioned Juice Williams and some others. Byron Puryear for the season. The guys that have stepped up have done a great job. They just come after Ramirez. Oh, they weren't able to knock him down. And then here comes Walker Robinson. He's going to throw him to the ground. Ramirez kept his feet, which was amazing. But how about your coverage down the field, Coach? Nobody open.
Ramirez is not easy to take down. I mean,
I agree, but that was just great coverage downfield.
It was, yeah.
And do we have a flag down? I think I see
a white towel. Oh, there's
flag
a
in between
there's a yellow one.
45 and 40. About the
usually that's going to be
got to be a hold because as much as he was running around, it is a hold.
Mm-hmm.
So back it up. It'll stay first down, but now you're going back to the 37. So 1st and 20. Against this defense feels that nice pass and the big hit you took. Now you're right back where you were.
Yeah.
Even though you do have a fresh set of downs. Feels a little bit like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Argo shifts some players around from one side or the other on that D line. Here comes the snap. And they're coming after Ramirez. Ramirez fires it. He's got a receiver in the hole across the 50. It is Dre Williams, and that's where Dre can be dangerous, but he goes down pretty quickly there, tried to cut back and lost his footing, but into Argo territory. And I'll tell you what, they got about 17 yards on that throw and catch, and they sit at the Argo 46.
Yeah, now all of a sudden you got a chance here.
2nd down and 3 yards. That was 17 yards on the throw and catch. And they're moving the football. Still just a 28-14 game with 12:45 left in the 4th quarter in the ball game here. Argo's up 2 scores, but it ain't over. This time, I think Ramirez wanted to pull it out of the running back's belly, and then it was too late, and then you lost 2 yards.
Yep. The Argos brought an extra guy off the edge there into the run, and nowhere for that to go.
Yet another TFL loss of 2.
Move it backwards again on the run play.
And that sets up 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Clock continues to chew.
And 5 for the Trailblazers.
Ramirez in the gun brings Williams across the formation from his left to right. He'll look that way, but there's no time. Oh, Ramirez slips the pressure. Is he going to get the first down? No, he's not. Somebody closed on him from behind, and that's a heck of a hit. But again, let me give Ramirez credit. I think Michael Gary got to him for his ability to get out of a jam there.
Yeah, he's been tough to bring down. He's got some sturdiness to him and some good balance. The Argos really should have been a sack, but
Devin Roberts and Michael Gary got him at the end, and it brings up a 4th down. They're going to go for it. Could have been a sack. Instead, I think he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 5, and they're going to go here. So this is a big play. You don't want to say it's the ball game yet, but this kind of feels like it where you are in the field. And they'll shift everybody to the right side. Big 2 tight ends move over that way. Everything's set on the right. They'll run to the left. Do they have contain out there? Can Walker Robinson get him? No, he can't. Walker, the running back.
Ooh, that's going to be close.
Gets it. And Jacob Walker picks up the 1st down. That's one where you see that formation. If I'm playing outside linebacker for us, I feel that coming to that side.
Yeah.
They're going to go oppo, and you got to contain that.
That's right. Yeah, they tried to pull the whole defense over to the heavy side and run a little speed option back, and haven't had much success running the ball, but they have had a little success on that speed option play. So
needed 5, got 6. They're at the 42. On the move now. The Argos give up some room here on the left side. Coach Nobles is screaming at the officials here about something.
Yeah,
but it's a
got
nice
his arms up.
Nice run for Jacob Walker. He's going to pick up 7 on the 1st down carry down to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 3. North Greenville all of a sudden finding their offense.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're just pesky like that.
Yeah,
we'll just mess around.
Just hang around.
We'll
just hang
make
around.
You sweat in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
As we said in the open, it's been that way a couple of times. They'll throw little receiver screen over here. Virgil Lemons just fights through Coach's block and just wrestles the receiver to the ground. No chance there for Sam Washam to get anything.
Coach Nobles was pretty hot on that one. Somebody came in through a block. I think he thought it was a little late there. Wanted some laundry.
They're going to get down to the 33. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1. But you got to give Virgil credit for just fighting through that first guy and then making the tackle, even with the blocker still engaged.
Argo's doing a great job of winning those one-on-one matchups on the perimeter out there.
They're going to give it to Walker. He's going to run in the middle of the line. I think he gets the 1st down. He does to the 32. So 3 first downs here on this drive. I mean, they're now they've doubled their output on this one possession.
Yeah, their whole game. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a drive going here, which we have not seen all day.
Well, they do. They're moving the football here. All of a sudden, Jacob Walker's gotten going at running back a little bit. And this offensive line is starting to do a nice job up front. They are pretty good size across the front. No 300-pounders, but they move pretty well. We go back to Walker. Kenny Martin put the bear claw on. Oh, football comes loose. It's scooped up. And taking it all the way is going to be Jacoby Clinton. No, Ralph Ortiz, but they're going to say he was down. Of course they will. I'll tell you what. Kenny Martin just stood up the ball carrier right there. That was impressive in the middle of that line. Let's see it here. Yes, sir. Martin just grabs him and then allows Payne and some others to get in there with him. That ball definitely came out there. I'd love to hear, it was pretty bang on the whistle or not.
Yeah, I'd like to see that one more time. See that thing.
How did we get to a 4th down? I thought they picked up the 1st down.
Wow.
So they did not give him the 1st down on the previous play.
On the previous play, no, they didn't give it to him.
So there we go, not a 1st down. And the Argos stopped them short on 4th and super short. They had done that to us. We do that to them. So it's only fair play.
Yeah, that's right. Big stop right there.
So the Argos will flip it back over and get the football back. The question now is, can we find some offense? So they lose. We don't get the fumble, but you do turn it over on downs. And now the Argos are going to get the offense back out there. And there's a flag across the field. And we shall see.
They've been popping up here and there.
What this call is. Yeah, it's starting to get a little unusual here. I'm trying to read lips. My binoculars.
My son left a pair of binoculars in my truck today. I meant to bring them over here. I thought, oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow, okay.
So they're going to challenge Caleb Nobles. I felt like could have done earlier, but didn't on our fourth down play. But they're going to challenge this one and say they think he got the first down.
Gosh, I don't know if they're going to have a great angle to.
Yeah, because it was all jammed up in the middle. I don't see how you could tell.
Yeah.
And usually, let me tell you how this works. Usually, if they called it and there's not a good look at it, you
there's
can't
not
overturn
conclusive
it without clear
evidence. Yeah.
evidence. I mean, I don't. Coach Farrington, you got to do this.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. I just don't know if they're going to have a good angle to challenge it.
And that ball, that ball was out. I mean, we got hit with one on that return.
Yeah.
Against Shorter, where that had happened, and they didn't blow the whistle, and the ball got stripped, and they were able to score on it. But
yeah,
different strokes, different crews.
Yeah. Well, you can't tell from that end zone view. Definitely. I don't know if there's a good. There should be a sideline view of that, but.
Well, there's no direct sideline across. It's going to have to be from either end. So I don't think.
Why do you love your favorite pair of jeans? What keeps you connected to your oldest friends? How do you know that the solution you seek is right for you? The answer is simple. It's the fit. And at Penn Air Credit Union, we believe your finances should fit you perfectly. It's the right checking account for how you spend your time and money. It's the right loan for where you are and where you're headed next. It's local banking that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. So come join us at Penn Air Credit Union. You'll fit right in.
Whataburger's new Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double.
Sounds like a 5-alarm fire.
Not really, Frank. The jalapeno cream cheese, jalapeno ranch, and pickled jalapenos give it a pleasant heat.
So like a 4-alarm?
Nope. It's a delicious controlled blaze.
Like a little kitty stuck in a tree alarm.
Nah, hotter than that. Let's say the 2.5 alarm Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. I think the pole's broken.
New Whataburger Bacon Blaze Jalapeno Double. It's just a little hot.
Back with you. The ruling on the field stands. Ball is turned over on downs. No fumble recovery, no scoop and score for Ralph Ortiz, although we've seen him do that a few times. Interceptions and whatnot. So
could have gone a couple ways there. Could have turned it over. Could have decided, hey, Argo's got it, and it should have been a touchdown. Could have been a first down, but here we are.
Decent field position here too. They'll start at their own 33, and again, can the Argos get the offense going here? It's been slow, tough sledding here in half number 2. Stokes fires it. Got Corey Scott over the middle. That's a jump start play. A little quick slant out near midfield. They'll bring him down in Argo territory, but maybe the 47, 48-yard line. Good throw and catch.
Yeah, great throw and catch right there. Nice gain on first down.
It'll be a 15-yard gain. And I'll tell you what, I think the wind has died down. It really has. I mean, it's not blowing my papers off the desk here anymore. So maybe you can take advantage of that with some passing game here.
Yeah, now you can start ripping it.
Marcus checking the play. He's got 3 wideouts, 2 to the right of the formation. Single back and the pistol behind him. He'll hand it off. TJ dances through the first tackle, puts his head down into Trailblazer territory inside the 45. Nice run on first down. They'll give him the 46. It'll set up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, really nice run there. Look at that footwork. Just doot, doot, doot. Just kind of side skating along, cutting it back, keeping the shoulders square. Nice run there.
Professional level sound effects from Coach Kyle Shoemaker right there. Doot, doot, doot. He was dancing. No, he had a defender right there initially in the play and was just able to get away from him with a nice, nifty little move.
Yeah.
Argos set up a second and short. Stokes hands it off. No, pulls it, fires it. He's got Scott on a slant again. Gets away from the defender. Bounces it to the outside. Spins away from another guy. He made 3 or 4 guys miss before somebody finally tracked him down river. But 2 examples of what Corey Scott can do to you.
Yeah, he's an explosive player. He's been doing it all year. But, man, you don't want to leave that guy alone in space.
Timeout for a defensive injury. We'll see where they officially mark this ball. It's inside the 20, inside the red zone. Put it to the 18-yard line, so a gain of 28 on the Stokes to Scott connection. And the Argos are moving the football. They're in the red zone. We said they were going to define the offense and get that rolling a little bit. They have done that with this drive. And definitely those were balls that just they weren't connected on earlier in the game.
Yeah.
But they have certainly seemed to find the rhythm there and find the ability to find Corey Scott in the middle. And that'll help the old completion percentage. Stokes now 10 of 22. Tough day with the wind.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Corey Scott's got 3 catches for 57 yards.
That's right. That's right.
They'll come right back out if they help the injured player off the field. I believe that is D. Brown, the linebacker who was down, and he goes off onto his own power. 6:39 left in this football game. 28-14 our score. Argos on top and threatening again after forcing it over on downs with the defense that's been dominant today. They'll run it. TJ inside the 15, puts his head down, gets inside the 10, give him the 9-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 9, and it'll set up a 2nd and 1.
Nice little counter play by the Argos. Argos getting that run game going there. A couple nice passes, opening things up.
If you're on the defensive coaching staff, I mean, I know does the special teams, does the kick return that North Greenville have, does that count against the defense or not?
Say again.
Do you count the touchdown return on the kickoff for North Greenville against the defense or not?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You feel like this defense is throwing a shutout today.
It counts against your score. Yeah, I know. It's such a bummer. Yes.
TJ Lane cuts it into the left. He's going to get down to the 5 on the carry, maybe the 6. We'll see where they mark this. They'll mark it at the 6, gain of 3, but it's a first down. Argos are going to have, we've seen this movie, we've danced this dance. They'll have 1st and goal from the 6. They've been at the 5 on a previous drive, 1st and goal. I believe they were at the 6 or 7 on one in the first half, and now they've got the opportunity to push one in here with approaching 5 minutes left in the game and pad the lead a little bit.
First down from the 6 here. I wouldn't mind seeing the old big package come back in and just pound this thing in.
Well, they're putting a tight end on the left shoulder, running back on the right of Stokes. Stokes will hand it off. TJ Lane dances. TJ Lane is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, the big package not necessary.
Now you just let the big guys up front get big.
That's right.
And beefy and punch it in for 5 yards out or 6 yards out. Touchdown Argos. TJ Lane again, 2nd touchdown of the game, and Jay Sharp was running it effectively, and TJ Lane is now taking over 16 carries, 65 yards. I actually add 6 more to that, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. I don't know about you, Coach, but 35-14 sounds a lot better than
it does.
28-14.
It does. I think we're going to get a penalty on this.
There's a flag fine. The PAT was up and good.
I think it's going to be offsides on the kick return for field goal block unit. Yeah.
So it is through. They're running the flags through the end zone down there. The cheerleaders fire up the band. And this feels good. Last home game of the regular season. Who knows what could happen? I think at 35-14 with 4:55 left, Coach, can we go ahead and start kind of talking about what's ahead?
I think so. I think it's safe to say the way the defense has been playing, barring a disaster, I think so.
We'll take a timeout. They're out on the field. 35-14 our score, 4:55 left. We'll pick up with that thought on the other side. This is Argo Football on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports.
sports fans. We pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
We are back. Argos on top 35-14 after a six-play, 67-yard drive, capped off with a TJ Lane 6-yard touchdown. Lots of sixes in there. 35-14 the score. The Argos will kick it off. Logan Gregory set to put the football in the air as we're under 5 minutes to go. Impressive possession there. This one is kicked deep. Gregory getting into it. It'll be a fair catch. Let's go down to Camille Clark on the sideline. Camille, you were telling me Coach Nobles could feel that touchdown in his bones.
Yeah, so on that last play, Coach Nobles was talking with the quarterback coach on the side, saying we're going to go for it, we're going to score on this drive. And they did just that. They ran it in, and afterwards he was giving high fives to his offense. Happy with them for executing on the play.
Thank you, Camille. And I tell you what, I mean, we were waiting for the offense to kind of get it going and, come up with that opportunity and kind of find their rhythm. It took a little while.
Yeah.
But they found the end zone, and now North Greenville, kind of desperation time. They'll start from their own 25 after the fair catch. And I would not want to be Dylan Ramirez right now because you got a feeling the Argos just start coming. He's already taken some hard hits in this game. In fact, he'll take another one, another sack. Flying in is Trayvon Mitchell. Hadn't called his name much today, but he'll pick up another sack, another negative play, breaking things up. Trayvon Mitchell coming into this game. He's missed a couple of games, but he came in with 14 TFLs, 5.5 sacks, add another sack to that total.
Man, yeah. Just more disruption by that Argo defense. It's been unbelievable.
Pushes it back inside the 20, down to the 17, so a loss of 8, 2nd and 18 coming our way. Ramirez looks it over, probably thinking about his life choices right now. Fires one over here, almost broke. It's broken up by Will Breland. He almost jumped in front of the receiver and had an interception as he was targeting Manziel on that side. But Will Breland's just instinctive, Coach.
Yeah, he's all over the place.
Big pass breakup he's just the perfect middle linebacker. He's got the size, his instincts. He's always in the right place, and he can make some big plays. And I know he's coming back from a devastating leg injury last year.
Yeah.
But just proud of what we've seen Will do this season, and I think the best is yet to come here.
Yeah, I agree. He's a heck of a player and everything you want in a linebacker for sure.
That'll bring up a 3rd and really long, 3rd and 18. Oh, they're going to get him again. I think that's Colin Shaw off the corner there. And Colin Shaw with another big sack. And it brings up 4th and a country mile, as they say. This one goes down inside the 9-yard line, or inside the 10 to the 9. Another loss of 8. So two sacks, 16 yards lost between the two of them, Coach. That's going to start impacting that overall yardage again.
Yeah. Back to negative rushing yards again, I think.
Definitely. And this time, Dacus is going to punt from the O in Argonauts in the end zone. Gets off a good kick. They have limited Virgil. Virgil's going to fair catch it at the 50. So we haven't seen the Virgil Lemons punt return show today.
Yeah.
But they haven't really needed it.
No. He's been putting so much air on those punts that, tough to do much else but fair catch on those.
We're going to see a flag down on the field here. And we'll see what the call is. This is where it can get definitely pretty chippy late in the game when one team starts to pull away and blow it out a little bit, and the other team's realizing it's all but over. They hit Jacoby Clinton with a unnecessary roughness call, so instead of midfield, it's going to be back at the 35. Doesn't kill you here, but those are the things you just don't want to make part of your repertoire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we appreciate all that came out here in person to watch this one on Senior Day and Salute the Service Day at Penn Air Field. And you never know. Maybe you get a playoff game, get an opportunity to play one here down the road, depending on what kind of things can happen. And first, you got to get into the playoffs, so that's going to be an important piece to it. And we'll talk about that here in a second. We will definitely break down the rest of the day in the Gulf South Conference for you. And then take a look next week with 3:20 left in this one, up 3 touchdowns. It's at Valdosta and everything on the line. They'll pull it, they'll throw it. That should be pass interference, but they're not going to call it. And the defender clearly had his arms around the receiver on the slant, this time looking a little bit different direction for the Argos. Instead of Corey Scott, who may be done for the day here with this one, that one was targeted towards Patrick Delcourt, the freshman out of West Florida High School here in Pensacola, out there, wide receiver.
The local guy.
Yeah, you got to love those local dudes. And that'll go as an incompletion. It'll set up 2nd and 10 from the 35. Stokes still in there. He brings Blaylock in motion towards the line of scrimmage. They'll hand it off. They'll run it right side. Big hole. Jay Sharp upfield, got hit hard. The ball came out. And I think the Argos fell on it. They took a pop there.
Yeah, that was a shot.
Gain of 8, though. Nice little burst, but Jay is not the biggest kid. And that was some contact, some serious contact.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting dragged down, and then 7 came across and kind of finished him off there. But fortunately, Argos recover, and clock runs on.
Out to the 43-yard line. 3rd down and manageable. 3rd and 2 here. Keyshawn Glanton checks in for Sharp. But Keyshawn may get some carries here at the end of this game. 3 wide receivers, all backups in there. They'll go to Glanton. Glanton is a big boy, and he delivers the punishment on this run. He gets the first down out in midfield and then sees 2 defenders and says, here's something for you.
That's right, yeah. Trying to eyeball for Coach Sagne here. Usually those offensive line coaches love the old 4-minute drill, just running the football.
There he is down there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing, Coach?
Probably saying play this play.
Yeah, he is. He's yelling play this play. And there may be some Lenny Ricky in there, too, Ricky Lenny.
That's right.
Nice gain on first down, 7 yards directly out to midfield. Brings us to the 2-minute timeout. We'll take it with the 2 teams. 35-14, our score. Argos on top on ESPN Pensacola and Flow Sports. All right, who we throwing in there for a play of the game? Player of the game.
Player of the game.
Coach and let's look.
Gosh, it might need to be
TJ?
a defensive.
We're back, and so is the wind. Here from the stadium. Just pick back up again. Coach and I are just looking. Argo's having a dynamic day on defense. Really getting it done. Right now the offense, though, on the move. Out at midfield. Fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Keyshawn Glanton dances away for the first tackler. Man, this kid is good. Inside North Greenville territory, down to the 42. How about that cutback from Keyshawn Glanton?
Yeah, another great little 9-yard pop right there.
Just that the defender came off the edge, was right there in his face, and he just put his foot in the ground, bounced outside. Really nice run.
Stuck it in the ground and got vertical. Nice job.
Argos going to feel good about this one, even though there were some slow periods in the game. But they are moving right now. And got the offense going a little bit here in the second half. Feels pretty good, doesn't it, Coach? Get out of here with a win. And next week, hit the road to one of our most favorite places in the world, Valdosta, Georgia. That's some good memories there, though. 2019 playoffs.
No my gosh, yeah.
Anthony Johnson Jr.
Yeah.
They'll go to Glanton. Glanton's going to get the first down. Look at this. Just push the pile with that offensive line inside the 40. Looks like they'll give him the 39, gain of 3. Another first down for the Argos. Second first down on this drive. The game clock gets under 2 minutes to 1:46. And they'll wind it and let it go here again. We're going to go ahead and tell you that our player of the game is going to be T.J. Lane. Nice job by him. 20 carries, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. I think his day is done. Keyshawn Glanton's in there. Jay Sharp was good in that running game, too. Already up to 172 yards rushing, and they're going to get a few more. They get a hold of Glanton this time before he can really get the wheels turning. He'll pick up 1, maybe 2 on the carry. But, it started as a slow offensive day. They're not going to end up with a bunch of gaudy numbers.
Yeah.
Right below 300 yards of total offense. We were at 158 at the half. And that speaks to how difficult the conditions were to throw the football, but also pretty good defense on the other side.
Yeah. Greenville's defense played pretty good today for sure. Did a good job, after those first early drives, getting some stops in the run game and kept it close.
Under a minute to play. Pushing 30 seconds. They'll run it one more time. Keyshawn just puts his head down, does get around the outside. You just can't ask a guy to stop, and he just danced away from a bunch of big plays. We got a man down on the field. Unfortunately, I think this is – trying to see the number, but I think I caught a glimpse at the number. And you never want to see a guy holding his lower leg area.
Especially late, 30 seconds left in the game
I think this is Kingston Grady, who had gotten in there on senior day, had an opportunity to play a little bit. It's been a long, tough year for him. He hadn't had a lot of action, but coaches are out there with that young man. Glanton put it down, picked up another first down, gain of 6. This ball is inside the 30 down to the 27. Gain of 9 on the run by Keyshawn. They're going to go out. 2 of his offensive line teammates are going to come out to check on him. Nash Nelson, and they're going to help him up. And you love to see this, man. It's, all his brothers in arms on the offensive line coming out to help the young man get up.
Appreciate y'all.
This is going to feel good. Again, Valdosta next week. That game is set for a 7 o'clock kickoff. They're not doing us any favors. By the way, volleyball, big win. Sweep the weekend. They get a 3-0 win this afternoon at West Alabama. They are unbeaten in conference play. Continuing to roll for Coach Melissa Walter and her crew. Now up to 23-5 and 18-0 in conference play. And they're going to probably Mike Rich is out there. They're going to go victory formation, kneel this out. And that's going to get us the win. Argo's going to take this one 35-14. They're going to improve to 7-2, 5-1 in the conference, a long way from those back-to-back losses to West Alabama and Grand Valley. And that means next week, and we can put that graphic up, at Valdosta next week. Valdosta, it's going to be a 6 o'clock kick our time, 7 o'clock I think in Valdosta. And it's going to be the regular season finale. As sometimes when you go to Valdosta, they are for the ages. Valdosta, by the way, 49-20 winner over Delta State. So they will be unbeaten. They'll be coming into this game ranked either 1 or 2 in the country. It's an opportunity to send a message to the rest, and it really is a game you have to win, a must-win game to get into the playoffs.
Yeah. Tough to you might be able to sneak in there. You know, you never know how things are going to shake out. But Gulf South might get more than 2 teams. Sometimes they do historically. But, it's a must-win for sure.
Valdosta, I think 9-0 now. West Alabama 8-1 as they beat Shorter today. And those are really the 2 teams we're looking at. West Al ranked 14th in one of the polls. I mean, they've got the win over us in double overtime. They're in the playoffs if they win next week. If we can win next week, I think we put ourselves in the playoffs, and it may be 3 from the GSC in that case, and kind of force the committee to make those decisions. Valdosta and West Al again did not play this year, and there's the scores from today. So nice win for Mississippi College. Good to see them pick up a victory there. And Chowan beats Erskine 21-3. Good win for Chowan. Tough year for Erskine, obviously. We saw a little bit of that last week as well. And the Argos are shaking hands. North Greenville, it's a long ride back to Tigerville, South Carolina. They fall to 4-5 on the season and 2-3 in conference play. There's Coach Sonnier making his way on the sideline there, feeling good about it. He's going to check on his player over here, Big Kingston Grady, to make sure, I think, that he's okay. So the Argos are singing the alma mater. They're going to take a picture with the scoreboard, and then Camille Clark will grab Coach and our player of the game, TJ Lane, down there on the field. And we're going to keep it here until we get to that point. But let me check and tell you, for those Argo fans out there, we've got soccer starting at 6 o'clock right here tonight, just up at the soccer complex. The men, 7 o'clock, excuse me. The men are hosting Lee. It's the quarterfinal game of the GSC tournament. You win, you go on and play up in Huntsville in the Final Four. The women will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow, hosting Spring Hill. Both Argo teams won the regular season. They're the number 1 seeds, and so congratulations to those 2 teams. Looking for wins tomorrow. Bill Elliott and Joe Bartlinski, men's and women's coach of the year in the GSC. So Maya Swinton is the offensive player on the women's side. Micaiah Lipsy is the defensive player of the year on the women's side. And Keegan Lynch, is the co-defensive player of the year on the men's side as well. So good for them. Volleyball, again, I told you they won at West Alabama today. They had beaten Auburn Montgomery midweek, Mississippi College yesterday. They continue to kill. They wrap up the regular season next weekend on the 15th and 16th. And they'll be back here in Pensacola to do that. And then women's basketball, big win over Eckerd on Thursday, 65-55, 109-73 over Palm Beach Atlantic. They are at Spring Hill on the 13th. And the first home game, both men and women, they'll host Columbus State right here on the 26th. And I was trying to see if we had an update for cross country. I'm going to see. They ran up at the regionals results from that yet. So we'll have to get that for you. GoArgos.com will be the place for you to check all that out. I'm not sure if the booth shot's going to work without a light.
It's going to be dark.
It's going to be a little bit dark.